they might not last.
All right, well, it looks like there was no audio this whole time. So now we
Oh.
have been informed that we have audio. All right, now everybody can hear us. So we've been talking to ourselves for the last 5 minutes, everybody. Great to see all of you. Uh,
Can y'all hear us?
can you
Are we
guys
are we
hear?
live?
Yeah, can you hear both myself and Anto now? Can everybody hear us? Yes. All right. All right. All right.
Beautiful.
Everybody can hear us now.
Beautiful.
So, as we were saying for the last 5 minutes, we're super excited to be showing off some, arguably the first big one punch event, and grateful for this opportunity that Egman has allowed us to have here
Hmm.
uh, in Egman events. And myself and Lullaby, if you're in the UA community, you probably have heard of us. If you haven't, join in. We're wonderful to have everybody here. We are going to be watching a green Saitama versus a yellow Saitama as our first round here because we want to see how two of the new decks kind of hold up against each other and kind of do what they want to do in this format where we have been told that this is the make or break set. I know Anto's very opinionated on the yellow Saitama,
I
where
am.
I thought Green Saitama was going to be the way, but let's get over to the players and see what is going on here. Let's make sure everything has worked. Get see someone get hit with damage 7. And of course, my video is already bugged. Let's go. I knew something was going to happen today.
No.
Oh, no, there it is. All right. So
There we
let
go.
me
There we go.
get this
Perfect.
going. All right.
Well, starting off the bat already, we do see the early start side from yellow really setting up the energy line. Um, Seeing the zero drop Silver Fang, seeing the Genos. So it doesn't seem like they're going to be rushing to the 5-2 Saitama. That's something that we tend to see when yellow Saitama players, yellow one punch players are playing. We do see the extender.
We
Okay, we
do.
do see the 3-1. And then we're gonna see a Genos raid. No, we're gonna
No,
see
we're
a
going to see the
Silver
Silver
Fang
Fang
raid.
raid. That is going to be different than what we usually see when we are usually looking into these Silver Fang raids. For those who don't know much about what this card does and what could be happening here. So usually in these builds, you're just seeing the Saitamas and the Genoses. Well, some people are opting to play this Silver Fang. And the Silver Fang is a when played, you may choose one character on your field. It can't be chosen by a character's abilities until the start of your next turn. And if he has 2 or less cards in hand, it lets him draw. So it lets him refill his hand, but also says you
Mhm.
can't target character effects for a turn.
Really good starting point for the yellow player, especially going up against the green one punch. I know that going on the turn 3, I really love to see that Raid King come in, ditch a Saitama. That way you can remove whatever threat. We do see him going into the raid, getting that draw, but because of the Silver Fang ability, he's not going to be able to ditch the Saitama to target the Silver Fang. So instead of placing a body in the front line to help, starve off some of this potential damage and threat, we see him opt into playing the draw one, trash one, continuing to fill up that win condition for a green one punch and passing it back over to their opponent.
Here, let's. Apparently, you were. All right, you guys should be able to hear Anto again now. We're just having Anto problems all day today and audio problems throughout the room. Try talking again, Anto.
Can you test me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Tree, can you
Here?
hear Anto now? Much better. All right, yeah, yeah. So we were just
Okay.
having audio problems. So to recap on what we were talking about, Anto was talking us through this was I was trying to make sure we had everything fixed here. Sorry, we are experimenting with technical difficulties and new
Oh my
layouts.
gosh, we see the 5-2. Nobody's on board. 3 damage coming off the bat. Oh,
Oh,
and
4
the
damage.
pitch.
We're
Oh
pushing up
my
the
god.
Saitama. He said, "You may try and go for the damage 7. I might kill you before you get there." So this is 4 damage coming through, which would put the player down to 2 life. Oh, never mind. There's one too many cards there that I couldn't see. So he's at 6. But 4, no, 4 still puts him down to 2. He hits 2 color triggers here, but plays nothing, or maybe he's thinking.
He's thinking on
Oh,
it. A 2-color
and
triggers
2 is
no
nothing to
options.
play. That's wild. Nothing to play
Oh
off
my
2 color triggers.
gosh. That's painful. And honestly, I feel like going into the green Saitama matchup, the Silver Fang might be a good early tech. Again, a lot of us like to get that king down early. That way we can get whatever body that's on the front board removed. But having that Silver Fang raid protect itself to starve off that early removal really sets up the yellow to run down the green player and do what it is that you want to do against this. Frankly, I'm very surprised that the Green Saitama player didn't opt into playing that Genos in the front early on or moving up the Siryu because, again, if you are a green player, you should understand that if you're going up against a yellow Saitama player, they are going to rush to drop that 5-2 down and put you on a clock. One of the scariest things to see when you're playing Green Saitama.
And speaking of the 5-2, if you guys don't know what we're talking about this Saitama here. It is going to be the 5-2 Saitama. This is a Saitama that comes into play active, has damage 2. You can just discard a card to give it impact, but when it attacks, it stuns itself. But the craziest thing about this card, in my opinion, is it cannot be removed from the field by any of your opponent's abilities. That means triggers don't work on it, character effects don't work on it. The only thing you can do is stun it and pray that it doesn't hit you every turn.
So we see 2 Silver Fangs being dropped in the front line for the Green Saitama player, which is exactly what you want to see. Build up that wall, build up that defense. They are playing from behind currently. They do luckily have the 0-drop Genos to be a chump blocker for that 5-2. So hopefully the yellow player doesn't have any removal. I'm very curious to see if this Saitama player is going to play the starve method and opt into not swinging into the yellow player. That way you don't hit any kill triggers or give them any more vital cards that they need to close out this game, because you are put up your back against the wall currently. And I mean, it's an uphill battle, Tyler.
I don't think he's swinging because I think it's already the yellow Saitama player's turn. But the biggest thing I want to point out here, Hanzo, is that he's already generating 12 energy towards that green Saitama. So all he needs is that he can push up one of the 1-drop Shiryu that he has in the back. And if he has another Genos, he's live. He will be playing the 15 Saitama very quickly if he draws the Genos he needs here. And if he can live this turn. If he can't live this turn, then we're in for a bit of a sad moment here. But remember, Saitama can get impact at any time by just activating main, discarding another Saitama.
No, we see the player thinking on pushing. Honestly, I don't think it's I don't think it should be a hard choice. I feel like you want to push here on the yellow side because if the green player is able to get a 15-2 out or have a removal, you have no blockers, right? Other than the Silver Fang. So we do see him push and we see
So
the raid.
we see him push the raid. I think the big thing we should have went here was push the 0-drop king up, tap the Genos down. So then he has to give one of your better bodies to this Saitama, especially since you're at 2 life. Like, this is a big turn for the yellow Saitama player here, and I think not moving this king up, it's not going to make or break the game, but it could have made it way better for us in the long run here.
Oh, another raid. Okay,
But
so
but
we're
but, the, but
stretching
these
ourselves thin.
raids aren't that scary because remember the Silver Fangs are 45s. He can't do this,
He
so we
can't
will
do
have
that.
to we will have to
We will have to
stop.
get
Give
a
us
judge.
1 sec. We are gonna have to get him in there.
And then we'll start with tank 8 damage too.
Hey, by the way, I just want to stop you real quick, Orion. You cannot move up the Saitama from the energy line unless your front line has a spot. If your front line is full, the Saitama cannot be moved to the front line.
Okay.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, sir. If you'd like to read it over real quick, if you want to. I just want to inform you that it can't be pushed to the front if your front line is full.
Is not full. Gotcha.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Yep. Yep.
No problem.
Up.
Yeah, we just want to correct those players there, make sure they are playing the cards right. So he does get to keep the Silver Fang. But like we said, the bad thing about these Genos is they do just get blocked by the 4500s, and that means their impact is just null and void. But this raid does say he does get to cheat a body into play, a Genos body, if he has it.
Oh my gosh, he's just giving him the blocks, giving him the filter. I mean, 1 damage is still going to go through.
That puts us up to 13 energy. We literally just need 2 energy.
An active. Yeah, sequencing with that block order as well. Honestly, I feel like I would have opted to keep the 15-2 on top unless he does have one in hand. We see him hitting the sweet spot. He has 20 inside line. That means he's generating 4 from the side. We do see 1 Genos in the back. That's an extra 3.
And then there we go. That's 15. We're live now. Once this King Engine goes off, we will be at 15 energy. So a Saitama could come down here. A 15-2 could happen.
We see him pop the raid. What is he going to choose? Does he have the body to play it back out? He does. He does.
Yeah, it's not the body we want, though. It is sadly not the body. And here's the 15-2. This card is going to be a nightmare for our player here. So if you guys don't know what this one says, I'll put it up here for you guys in a second. This is a Impact 3, Damage 7. Just comes in active Saitama. It is very scary. So he's going to go swing, kill the Genos there, which means it looks like he doesn't have anything to play off of it. So then if he had the 3-cost Genos, that would be the perfect thing to cheat into play here. But he doesn't have it, it looks like, which is very unfortunate.
Opting to block with the Silver Fang will be a choice. What that tells me is that he has another Raid Genos in hand, but a Raid Genos isn't really going to do you any justice moving forward for the next turn, especially.
Or he wants to protect the Genos because he might have incendiary cannons, and he needs the name to be able to kill these Silver Fangs.
That is true. That is true. So we see him opting to get rid of the 4K body. We see the Impact 3 coming through. And now I want to see if this Saitama player has the discipline to not swing with the 45s, honestly.
Well, I think at this point he wants to get his opponent down to 3 life, so another 15-2 gets there.
But at the same time, you're just giving him... See? So now the 15, it gets stunned. You don't have to swing here.
I don't think we stun the 15-2. I think we stun the other Silver Fang. So that way, when we swing the Saitama, I guess he did stun probably the Saitama, so it can't block. I don't think you want to stun the Saitama, because if it goes to block the Saitama, you kill it before it bounces to hand.
True. But then if you pop the Silver Fang, right, and you leave the Saitama up, I mean, I'd rather the Saitama get bounced back to the hand and he still has to waste the 2 actions just to replay it out, and or force him in a situation where he has to block with the Saitama ultimately, right? But even then, opting to take that last life, I
think what we should have did was just push up the Saitama here. You just need 3 swings. He has 2 blockers and 1 life. So I'm just saying we discard, push the Saitama up, and just say, hey, I hope it's not a final. That's the big hope here right now.
Or if you have the Saitama, right, ditch 1, give the impact, and then push up, right?
And Tree, it's not 4 attacks because the king, that 0-drop king, can't attack or block. So that king is just useless in this situation.
I think he's referring... Oh, yes. Yeah. The 0-drop in the back. Ooh. What this tells me is he might not have...
another Silver Fang raid. So it looks like he's just like, hey, I have 3 swings here. You can discard, push the other Saitama up. That'll be the 4th swing. and just say, hey, you have to have double final to live here. Or I don't know what we're doing for 3 energy, but maybe we got another card we like to play. Hopefully not in the front line. Oh, a Genos. I think, yep, and just discard the last card in hand, and it's a Genos raid. So he did have that Genos raid. You were correct to call that. He swings the damage too. He blocks. He scries. Decides to trash it. He goes, yep, it's not a final, buddy. You got it. So Orion is going to take it with the yellow Saitama. So out of our first game, the yellow one punch is coming out strong, beating our green one punch.
And it's one of those things that I try to say. If you're playing the green Saitama, you need to show discipline once you get towards that end game, right? Because especially into the yellow matchup, one color trigger ruins it all for you. Another thing that I like to do, if you're able to get to that 15-2 Saitama, I can't remember if he already had the board filled there, but you only need one. You can remove the king at that point. The king has done its job. Make sure you have the bodies to block, make sure you're set up for success. Very unfortunate, but it was cool seeing that Silver Fang tech in that yellow site. I'm not gonna lie,
100%, because he goes play the Silver Fang, and the guy goes 15-2, and you go, well, you can't pick my Silver Fang, so I'm keeping at least one 4K body.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I have to give that one. That is a very good tech that I didn't think of. It's not, and like you have to think like it's pretty good with some other things too, because like if you play against like purple code Gios, if they minus you with a Gawain, then they can't use the Gurren to pop it because you can't go.
Yep.
And the thing is, it's choose one character in your field. So if you play the Genos raid first, or the 3-cost Genos, then you can go raid Silverfang, choose that character, protect it, so you can keep your impact negate protected against the Saitama there if you think your opponent's going to hit it next turn.
Oh my gosh.
The big thing I think would be a game changer though if the green Saitama played it. I don't think he had it there in his list, but the one workaround here is a serious punch. If you guys don't know what that card does, hopefully we can get a player to play it. That card is fantastic. I think that's a very fun card. I think the other night I played 2 on T-Mac. It was a great time.
I want to see someone running a 3 of in their list tonight. I want to see a 3 of.
Where's the Sisters matchup? Hopefully we get some Sisters players. Sadly, I'm not in the tournament, so you won't see me play the Sisters, but hopefully we have some Sisters players here playing today, because me and Anto have been playing that deck, and he's switched over to Green Saitama, but we both have our thoughts and our opinions on that deck, and I want to see some good pilots on it. But we'll be going on break, and we will get everything situated for the next round. So stay tuned. If we see one that a match isn't already wrapping up, we may pop back a little sooner. But until next round, guys, I will see you guys in a bit. All right, now my audio's back. Now we're playing the game of where did Anto go? So give us 1 second, everybody, because Anto has apparently been removed from the scene of the Earth. Let's go Anto 2. Nope. Oh, aha! Anto 2 is working. So Anto 1, where he lives. Oh god, we're getting double audio. This is terrible. Oh no. Oh, why did that? Oh, there we go. Guys, back. Okay, now talk, Anto.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, there we go. Now we only have single audio, so it was just being weird, but we fixed it.
Okay.
There we go.
Before I start rambling again, I wanted to answer Butter's ask. Well, sisters, I think one of the sisters ended up losing in round 1, sadly. Do we have any more sisters matchups? I can't remember if we do.
We did have one, it looked like, that did pass. So we can put a sisters game on next, and we hope to get it. Hopefully it'll be a matchup that can really show off the deck so everybody
There's
can
no
see.
audio.
No. They said. Oh, is no audio on YouTube side?
No,
Rip Anto. There you go. No,
on
Twitch.
Twitter.
They said then Twitter.
On Twitch.
Twitch
sorry.
said, yeah. Audio okay on Twitch. No, we're back. We're good. All right. Anto's scaring me over here. He's saying we're having audio problems. I'm like, okay, everybody. We're playing the Can You Hear Me? All right. Hopefully they're playing the Saitama Splash. Hopefully. I'm kind of happy I innovated that. The Saitama Splash is definitely my thing. But if it's just Saitama with a splash of sisters, that's not my thing. I'm not a Saitama build. We play a one of. Just the one. That's all you need. All you need. The one of.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people aren't giving sisters the respect it deserves. Maybe it's a little too complex for them to see the lines, the combos. But if you are a really good pilot, sisters becomes a very, very annoying deck to deal with, honestly. And I think a lot of people deserve more love. So hopefully the sisters player can really showcase the depth of the deck in this matchup. I'm very curious to see who it is that they'll be going up against.
It is very consistent PK Fire. I think it is a deck that once you get it down, you are in a spot that you really don't have to worry about much. And it looks like they are going to be playing against another. They're going to be playing against the menace of OPM Yellow Saitama. So can sisters beat the damage 2 monster is what it looks like we're going to be going down into here. We're waiting
Honestly,
for other player to show up.
What you want to do in this matchup, in my opinion, right? You know the yellow Saitama player is going to be rushing to get it down. Now, I've mentioned this in the past if you guys have heard or seen it, but honestly, if they play that 5-2 Saitama and they rush to get it out, all you really need is to establish 3 little chump blockers in the back that can push up after they swing. You take the 2 respectfully, and then you push up your 3 chump blockers and you hit them with 3 back instantly. You still have your double energy set in the back, so you're able to go back up. And the beauty about sisters is the ability to rebuild your board. Being able to rebuild your board from 2 energy, I think helps you in this matchup. And a lot of yellow Saitama players rely on that Saitama, honestly. And once they get smacked back, some of them just go dumbfounded. So I'm excited to see if we can find someone that cracks the code and understands the matchup.
100%. I'm looking at the sisters list here. It's looking very generic. We're on 10-0, so it's kind of a little risky. We're playing the 2-drop tornado, which I know you're a big fan of.
Yes, I am a 2 of.
We are playing 4 Esper sisters, so we can't have any opinions on that. Looks like we're playing 2 Let's Go and 2 I Merely Immobilize. But
I like these ratios. I like these ratios. I'm a big fan of Esper Sisters. You know, there was some hoopla going around the community, people talking as if Esper Sisters was a waste and that you shouldn't be running it. Yo, Esper Sisters is one of the best cards in that deck. It allows you to rebuild your board. You get 2 of your win conditions. Like, what are we? You dig 7 deep? Don't get me started, because if you get me started, I will go on a tangent.
He will go on a tangent. All right, let's flip over to players and see if we can get the Anto camera working and audio working again without anything going wrong this time. All right. Let's see. Does Anto cam work?
Am I live? Am I live, chat?
It's not saying it. Oh, give me a second, Xanathar. I gotta switch it up. They can hear you. All right. I gotta switch the names. I'm not Houdini over here. Gotta give me a second. I'm working on it.
Working on it. Also, the players' cameras are kind of
oh my god. No.
jank.
I can hear both of you. Okay, let's get this stuff working the right way.
Well, while they are prepping, you know, we're not missing any gameplay action here. You know, PK Fire bringing up some good points, right? You get a free plus card in the deck that can pitch for 2 events, bro. 2 events. And you can honestly get that event back anytime you want to search for another 2 cards. Just a super consistent deck if you understand the lines, the combos, and what it is that you need to see. Red Sleeves, One Punch Man on the AP. Do we have a Garo player here?
No. Remember, this is Yellow Saitama into Sisters.
Into Sisters. Yellow into Sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I need to grab the girl.
So we're going to see that 0 drop come down right off the bat, get everything situated. I'm very curious to see if anyone in the chat is a fan of the 0 drop stepper tornado. I only run 3, but you know, I'm not mad at a 4 of. We see the Genos coming up, the box topper foiled out. The windows, clean.
2K body, good to fight. I'm a big fan of the stepper. Anto knows I like to play it and just push it up, get a chip in, run back, just so we can still hit our curve. Looks like we are at. He is playing the 2 energy generating blizzard if it's active, which I can see. It lets us get to 4 energy early, so on our turn 3 we can start doing the shenanigans if we want.
Is that a 0 drop plus 1? Oh my, yo, these deck lists are interesting on the Saitama. And then we see the beautiful Genos.
The 2 cost. That is the 2 cost, which a lot of people aren't playing as much, but it seems like this player does prefer it because that is the 2 cost that says it lets you look at the top. If you don't control Saitama, if you control Saitama, you can choose to draw 1 instead. So it lets you search, but you do have to discard. But it also lets you just plus 1, go neutral if you needed to. But look at that, Judge Saitama right there. So we keep it pretty. He said we got to keep the box topper Saitama, the Altar, and the Judge stamp.
Okay. I want to see some beautiful lines coming from the Saitama
player. I think the sister player here can shove the 2 steppers. We got 2 energy. We can play a 3rd energy, then play our 3 drop. That puts us on 5 energy. Then do so. I think we push both steppers, honestly, but I could be wrong.
I think we push both. I honestly agree. You can rebuild so fast with the Esper stuff.
Oh, correction, we're wrong. Those aren't the steppers. Those are the 0 drop 15s.
Even then, I say we push it. I guarantee you have another 0 drop in hand. I still opt into like pushing.
All right. We are playing the 3 drop Hellish Blizzard, which if you don't know what this does, this is our event searcher that also helps us find the events we need. It's our color trigger, and it's just a good double energy card for us.
Gains plus 1,000 if you
have a tornado, making it a 3K body, but we know at the end of the day,
4K, isn't it?
No, it is a 2K, sir. Remember, Remember, Blizzard's not that strong. She's.
Oh man.
It's okay. Our player with the Windows 78 playmat is also having camera issues. It looks like we're glitching into Windows XP days, but we're surviving. It looks like.
Okay, we see the 4-drop dropping down, and then we're gonna go into the raid. Okay, I honestly feel like you could have played the 4. Do you? I don't. Do you want to? Well, I guess you want to push for 2 damage here. I was gonna say, do you want to push up for the blizzard to put it in harm's way? But going aggro here,
And we
definitely.
do have that starter deck tornado, which if players aren't ready for this, this is a sleeper card. This card catches a lot of players off guard. What it does is you can rest any of your active characters that have 5k power or less to rest any character on your opponent's board. So, and then you could just raid on top of it if you need to, the card that you rested. So he could rest that little tornado to rest anything that this Saitama player puts up and then raid on top of it. And the raid tornado is very devastating. If you played an event, gains impact, and also lets you free play an event, very strong.
One of my favorite cards, honestly. And we could see here that the Saitama player is thinking on movement. They're playing pretty risky with their energy, not really having it established. And Espers is doing a very good job of putting on that pressure, hopefully making them make poor decisions, make the mistakes. We see the Saitama's room coming down, searching the top, and they are opting to grab the king. Um, I'm assuming that's just to help restand the Saitama. um,
They could also use it to try and stun the. Well, they can't do it this turn, but they can use it to try and stun the tornado or any of the little bodies that they push up to try and stop
mhm.
some of this aggro they have going on. Looks like we have the double blocker coming down. Also a judge promo. Looks like this player really does want to make the deck shine as much as it can. I can appreciate the bling. That double blocker is going to be able to right now block the 15 and block the 3K Blizzard. But like we've said before, this 4K on the and there is the winner. Rare battle 5-2 Saitama.
Do they have the energy
I
to do
don't
that?
think they do. So I'm going to go in there and tell them because I don't think we have 5 energy.
Fair enough.
Tara,
Block. Okay.
players, 1 second. Do you have 5 energy to play the 5-2 Saitama? Because it looks like you're
Oh, I
already
know.
generating 3.
No. Oh no. Nope.
Thank you.
I do not.
No problem. It's all good. Just looks like you're only generating 3 energy. So
Yeah, my bad. I had to play in my head, and then I did the wrong thing trying to do it.
it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like that player did not have the 5 energy and definitely was thinking the play, but didn't realize that they were missing energy. So they still will have 2 AP here. So they can probably, if they have the 3-1 Saitama in another final, they could do it. But
See, what I was thinking, because we can clearly see this player's hand, and we do see 2 removals in there. I was expecting maybe going up to 4 energy.
oh, maybe they're calling a judge. Maybe let's see what they're doing real quick. They typed in the chat. Let me see what they've typed real quick. Judge question. Oh, let me go ask him real quick. Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Hey,
Yeah,
Finn,
so-
Yeah,
Go
just
ahead.
untap. Yeah, just untap the 2 AP you used for the Saitama, and then just play as if you didn't play the Saitama, since you couldn't play the Saitama.
So you can restand that Alt-Art Genos too, because you attacked with him.
Block the silver thing. I'll look at the top card and.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, because you weren't. It's not physically possible for you to play the Saitama, so you have to rewind the game state, which is just untap the 2 AP, put the Saitama back in your hand. Yep. All right, no problem. Just continue playing.
Seeing a judge at work here, guys. A master at work. So I was again very Curious. There's the 3.
And there's the 3-1. So now if we had another
way
8,
too fast.
yeah. And it looks like we do have the AP extender. So it looks like the 5-2 can come down regardless, because we can go hero again here, play the 5-2, and just be like, here's the winner release event. Gotta show off the bling. The crazy thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick. I think the line here actually should have been: we play that 3-1 Saitama. We go into the double removal, right? Removing the 4-1 and the raid Blizzard, and then going into the extender again to drop the 5-2, which basically guarantees.
All right, now I gotta
clearing
stop
out
him
that
again
double.
real quick. Now.
Okay.
All right, one second. Another thing. The Saitama has to attack first because it must attack or block if able. So the second you go to your attack phase, the Saitama is the thing that needs to attack first.
What? I did
Judge
not know
at
that. Okay.
work here, ladies
Yes.
and
Okay.
gentlemen.
Yep, no problem.
10K double
Judge
damage.
at work. But either way, you know, you want to swing with that 5-2 first, draw that block, get
And
that body.
it's not a commonly known thing with the 5-2 has to swing first. Like if you obviously play this deck a lot, you know it. But because people don't realize just because it reads it has to attack if able, people think, oh, as long as I swing with it, it's good. They don't realize any chance it can swing, it must swing. So the second you go to attack phase, if it's able to attack, which it is, means it needs to attack. So forcing it to attack first there, which means your opponent can go, all right, so I know the damage 2 is coming first, so do I want to block the little swings next, or do I want to take the 2? I definitely think we should have took the 2 there, kept the tornado, because we can use that tornado there to tap down this double blocker, or tap down the Geno so they can't untap the Saitama.
I agree. But now this player is, you know, putting these sisters in kind of a scary state just because we know that they have 2 removals in hand, right? Luckily for the sisters, they do have 2 of the finals already in the sideline. So they are playing slightly behind in tempo, but they know that the Saitama isn't going to really extend even further. You know, the odds of them seeing another final is pretty low. But in the case that they do, this is looking to be a uphill battle for sisters. We see them discarding the special.
They're discarding the special because they probably realize with the tornado they can tap down what they need. We know they have a final in hand, so they didn't want to get rid of the final. So we can probably go like tap down the tornado, tap down one of the things, raid into tornado. That puts us down to 1 AP. Free play a final, puts us up to 3 AP. Play like an Esper Sisters, find some more pieces, or a Blizzard, and then draw a discard. So we still need to play this final first here.
We see you, Pete. We see you over there on YouTube. We'll give you some love.
100%. I apologize, Pete. Just one little shout out. Yeah. Pete, I definitely will. Sorry, it's just a lot to take in, a lot of moving pieces. Definitely some stuff that we have to look up. A card I do want to bring in because we did see in the Yellow Saitama player's hand, and a card I love near and dear, and Anto and me have had some going back and forth. There's a card called One Punch. It's from the Saitama. It is no 4-cost raid. We did see a tornado raid off of one of the Hellish Blizzard searches, so this does kind of hurt, which we hope he can find it. But like I was saying, this 4-cost event, One Punch, you get one of 2 options. You can either deal 1 damage to your opponent if they have 3 or more life, or you can give a Saitama impact 1. So he can target the Saitama that's in the back row and do his plays normally using it as a 2 energy generator. Then end of turn, discard a card, push it up. It is kind of crazy. We know he has a Saitama hand. He also has 2 specials and 2 Genoses. This is wild.
This is going to be a scary turn if he plays it right. And this is would have held on to that final out, wiping your opponent's board with the final, and then being able to still push for potentially 5 damage in a turn because you can discard to push that Saitama up and put some major pain into your opponent. And it's just some of these lines that make or break the players that we see moving forward in this tournament. We do see the first special coming down, opting to remove the 4-1. And then we see the second. Are you going to play the second here?
I think we kill the Blizzard here. Force him to show us another one. Without Esper Sisters, I think the Sisters player is just too far on the back foot here.
I know, Pete.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
He's just flaunting it.
He is like a younger person. Whenever I unmuted myself, they sound like they are a teenager or younger. So he could be a newer person to online type events. But hey, at this point right now, they're in the driver's seat and they are doing what they want to do.
They are showing the sexy cards. They are showing the hands. They are unbeatable, and they are in the driver's seat. We do see that raid coming out. And once again, I wish we would have opted into removing the Blizzard raid, discarding a card to push that Saitama up, and just really pushing for damage right here. I think that would have been a beautiful turn. But either way, there we go, correcting the play, swinging with that Saitama. Either way, we are looking to see some heavy damage here. They do have the chump blocker. See, and you would have been able to wipe the whole board. You would have been able to wipe the whole board here because you know they don't want to take that 2 damage. You know they don't want to take that 2.
The crazy thing is, if I'm in this situation as a Sisters player and I got that much life, I'm taking the 2. I need to find an Esper Sisters event. I need to find some draw triggers. I need to get my hand back up because that is a step tornado with no trigger. Ouch. we need something here, please. That's a final. That's an ouch. We've seen too many of those. All right, we are a locomotive running out of fuel. Very quick.
He is primed to raid out of life, but again, with some of these newer players, they might not understand that foresight quite yet, and it is a learning curve, a learning experience, especially since you have your energy set up like that. Right here, you could honestly go to push the tornado that gains 1,000 when you play an event, and then honestly, I would push up both tornadoes at this point. If you do want to keep that tornado just to raid off of life, push up one of the blizzards there, because you can still operate with 3 energy around this deck, and that's one of the beauties of it, especially if you have another body in hand, right?
And the card we're talking about so much is Esper Sisters. If you guys aren't familiar with this event, is a 2-drop event that lets you look at the top 7. You get to add 1 blizzard and 1 tornado to your hand. And it also has a draw trigger. Like, the fact that this lets us search the raid, search the little thing, and it lets us get 2 cards. In this situation, we need a tornado raid. We could take another blizzard raid. We'd be fine. That's a draw 2. I'm vibing on a draw 2 right now. we are in desperate times right now, and this Saitama is putting all the pressure. Psychic power. And if we kill this Genos and he has a Genos to play in hand, this is killing the double blocker. That's a good choice. So the 15 and the 3K can try and get in.
But I also want to point out there are 3 specials in the sideline for the Esper Sisters. Not that much removal, right? The only form of removal we're really going to have now is either a 4-1 tornado or the immobilize, which you can only play 1 per turn.
We can only play 1 per turn, but we know this player is on 2 of them. So we'll have to wait and see what he does. I definitely think we should have played this Blizzard in the front as well, because sadly we know information that we shouldn't know, as we know the Saitama player still has 1 more special in hand. So we are not in for a good time here.
We got the windows coming through.
Is that an active trigger? Oh my god, that's a 13K blocker that you can't do anything about. Ouch. Big body. Yeah, he goes, yep, you got it. Go now.
Business. I will not hold your hand. Oh my gosh. This is scary. And honestly, this is why I speak so highly.
And look, he's reading the 1 punch right now. He is reading the 1 punch right now. It is about to happen. This is terrifying. Okay, he goes, how much life do you have? He's going to rip it. He's gonna he's gonna be like, take a life, sir. Man, if you are any of you are One Piece players, you'd be real familiar with an event called Reject. That used to be a terrifying card that could just deal a damage to people, and this is just Reject 2, bro. Is Saitama best deck in format? It is a strong deck. I would not call it the best deck, but it is a very strong deck. There's decks that can compete with it, and decks that can do it. The second a 5/2 hits the board, it becomes a race. And some decks are faster than Saitama. Some decks are definitely faster than Saitama.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think with what our meta is looking like currently, you could make an argument that Saitama is best deck in format. But once again, like I was saying earlier on, if you know how to play against this matchup and how to take advantage of the 5/2 Saitama, it becomes a whole lot easier. Yes, you have the uphill battles of the yellow color trigger, the special trigger, not being able to target any of the Saitamas when you get a special trigger out of life.
Yeah.
All that to say that if you have the force blocks and you get rid of the bodies, that way they don't have any blockers when the Saitama is tapped out, you can run down this deck.
Oh, is it a second 5/2? It is a second 5/2, and it's another winner. You know, kids big balling out here said, I don't take no L's. We got a funny little thing going on between Twitch chat and YouTube. We got YouTube going, bring back Reject and Rygo. We got MB Tree on Twitch saying, so glad Reject got yeeted into the sun. We got two sides of the coin. Some people happy Reject gone. Some people want it back. And how much power are those? Those Saitamas are 10K. The biggest unit in the game. They hit.
And we're about to see the raid triggers. Yeah, we're about to see the raid
triggers. Trigger, and then we definitely raid this on the back and draw 2. This is not even a thinking. You play this, you smack it, you draw 2, buddy. Welcome to Sister's life. Draw 2 is the way.
And where I want to get ahead, the game is not over quite yet for this Esper Sisters player, right? You take the chump block here with the tornado. Honestly, just take it. Yes. And then
we take one off this Genos, and then we just we block the ball. We gotta take this because our board, we kind of want to keep some pressure because he only has 2 blockers next turn, and that's if the Genos can cheat something into play. So we're pushing 1 damage here. Lol, that's my wife. Oh, okay. Which one, Pack? Is that the Saitama player? I'm guessing the Saitama player.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Hey, we're in the money, as I like to call it.
You might not even need to raid this here. If you have a baby tornado in hand, that tornado can go up to 4K. It can go up to 4K.
Yeah, but I'm raiding it so that way we don't have to waste the AP next turn. Yep. I don't want to waste the AP next turn. And now he's thinking, do I want to tap? Yep, he's going to bottom deck the king to untap a Saitama. So gross.
If you have merely immobilized here,
honestly, you laugh. You laugh the whole way.
You win. And this is what I wanted to point out, right?
Saitama, but the big thing is here, I think we mobilize the Genos, actually. We don't let him cheat a body into play. That could also be another blocker.
That is true. That is true. But I also want to point out the fact that the weakness with the Saitama decks, what I've been trying to point out is, honestly, I never think the Saitama players need to play 2/5/2 Saitamas. I honestly think you only need 1, because when you do this and you don't have the kings to restand, luckily they did have the 1, you're able to take advantage of the fact that they don't have 2 blockers, and now I only have 2 bodies to remove from the field, right? If they're playing Let's Go and they're able to give both tornadoes impact while immobilizing the Saitama, it's wraps.
And there's the raid. There's the raid, and it's free, baby. It's free real estate. We've been waiting for this raid the whole game. If you guys don't know, I said it earlier. Al808, thanks for the follow. It is Terrible Tornado. It is, if you activate an event this turn, it gains Impact 1, being a 4K impact. And then activate main, the next time you use an event, it costs 1 less AP. So things are free. Massan, thanks for the follow. Let's Play, thanks for the follow.
Draw one, pitch one. We pitch the Blizzard. Honestly, you can go up to 4K, 5K on all your bodies right now. I want them to pitch two to extend again if they have the pieces to close out the game.
100%.
If you can't close out here, it's GG. You have to be able to get the Saitama down.
Let's go. All right.
This is what I'm saying. Oh man, if you discard the two, you get the final back. You play the let's go. You discard another two. You grab the let's go back.
Hey, we probably don't have the cards in hand. But he taps Blizzard Bunch here, which is gonna buff the board by 1K across. So, and then he's gonna ditch. Is he gonna ditch two to buff the board again? I hate to break it to you. That number doesn't equal 10K. No, he only has two.
So he has two in hand.
Yes, but then if he ditches two for the final, then all his hand is let's go and the final. So he wouldn't have enough for your big turn.
True.
And Al, yes, we do love 5 AP turns. I think the craziest I've ever had, and I did it to Anto one time. I've had like a 7 AP turn one time. It's been. I've looked at people and been like, I have to figure out how much AP I need this turn. And the fact that you get to say that statement in Sisters is such a crazy statement. Looking at individuals going, I'm going to spend 8 AP this turn. What?
You want to know what the line is right there? I don't think you play that 0-drop Blizzard. I think you go into the let's go, you ditch two, you grab the let's go back, and you play it on the Blizzard. I think that's the line.
I think that's good too. I do want to agree with Master Ant here. He said, I never like to buff against Saitama because if you swing 3K, it forces them to block and they don't get the sideline trigger off the Genos, which is actually a very good statement here. Oh no. The bad thing about this, it's not about him playing it again. If Tar is a good player here, they go one punch. Yeah, you discard the Saitama to one of the Saitamas, give impact. The person has 2 life. You discard a Saitama to one of the Saitamas, get impact 1, and then you play 1 punch on one of the Saitamas in the energy line, give that impact.
And he knows. Look at the way he's combing through those cards. He knows he has it.
So he's definitely in a line here where it is. We're going to show, and he has the Genos. Well, he doesn't have a Genos on board, but if he had a Genos on board, he could go into Genos Raid and just full on run it down with impact. Yeah, he's like 2 life. Oh, say less. Impact. We're cooking.
We have seen some slight errors coming from the yellow Saitama player, so let's hope that he understands how the cards work because sequencing is important here.
And yes, a color trigger would save him PK Fire. If he could find a color trigger here in one of these 2 lives, definitely could be a saving grace. War Crimes? Oh, Matt, did you play against the War Crimes? He said, did you play against Ming? Oh, no, Matt.
Oh, he has the removal in hand, doesn't he? He's just going to remove a body here.
Oh, Matt played against the War Crimes and won. No, he beat up Ming. I wanted to show up. Ming was the only one playing that deck today. Maybe if he still does good, we'll watch him later.
I'm trying to figure out what's to think about here.
Reptar being hurt. Yeah, I apologize, Pac. I'm just in the zone. I will try to correct myself from this point going on. But yeah, definitely Tar just plays the 1 punch here, targets one of the ones in the back, discards the 5, and he has the 4/2 Saitama in his hand. He can go 1 punch one of the energy line,
my God.
And then he could go ditch 2 Saitamas. Yeah, you always. So this is a lesson for players who haven't played against Sisters. If they have a lot of cards in hand, you kill the Blizzards. If they don't have cards in hand, you kill the Tornado every time. That is the easiest way to get around this. And then definitely, yes,
really
you go.
Thinking it through.
Yes, you go 1 punch, target, and then discard. Discard the 4/2, discard the 5/2. You have 3 impact on board. You're cooking.
3 impacts, and it wins the game, even if you see a color trigger.
Yeah, you're like,
So
hey, yeah. Discarding.
Is she discarding?
Oh no, she's playing. She's playing it.
Playing.
No.
No.
You had a line for triple impact. You had a line. Got a
Oh, wait,
damn
is it
get
the 4/2?
Yeah, it's the 4-2. It still clears it up.
It still works.
Yeah, it still works.
It still works.
But we could have had triple impact and we don't get got by a color trigger. This way, we're only going to have 2 impact. So then they can just take one, hope for a color trigger, tap down the other impact, and then block out, give their board up, and then they're down to only one blocker.
Impact.
Yeah. This is just like this gives the sisters player an out because if it's a color trigger, sister player sacrifices both bodies, pushes the 3 because you only have one blocker, and guess what? None of those things are 4Ks, so Genos won't be able to kill itself to get another blocker, and you swing the last 2 for game. Like this is a line.
Any color triggers?
He can't do this. Remember, we can't do this. All right, I'll be right back. Gotta go get the players. Stop real quick, Tara. The 3-cost Saitama cannot be pushed up to the front line if you have a full front line. The Saitama says it can only be moved to the front. No, you can't. If you read the Saitama, it can only be moved up with the activate main if you don't have a full front line.
Okay.
No problem.
That makes sense.
Hey,
and they still have
is
the
time and
one
round,
punch.
so this is turn
Oh,
0.
that
You have 3
hurts.
turns.
That stings. Have we seen any yellow? We see 2 right there on board. Have we seen any more blizzards?
I don't think we have, and that is time in the round. So right now, Tara is going to be turn 0. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, this is going to be 5 minutes for 3 additional turns. So there's the impact. So you take this, you hope for a color trigger, stun one of them. Oh, no, it also has damage too, yeah, so we have to take it. Oh, no, final? It doesn't matter if it's a final, because we've already seen like 4, I think we've seen all of our finals when we're searching.
Oh,
no. Oh, no, the 4th one! But we know where the other 3 are! No! But we know where the other 3 are! No! It hurts! It hurts! No! No, we know it's not a final! We've seen all 3!
Oh, man.
Looks like Tara, she is going to take away the win there. She didn't go for like the optimal line, but I don't think she saw it there. But she definitely just discards the 2 Saitamas, gets impact, goes 1 punch on the other Saitama, and then discards, push it up that way. And she can still do the special and kill something. So she would have killed a body, had triple impact on 10Ks that they can't get rid of. And yeah, definitely PK Fire, you definitely have to play more aggressive. That's why we like to favor the step tornadoes in this matchup. Let me switch back over to mine and Anto's cams here.
I do also want to point out that a lot of you guys were bringing up a good point in the chat. Honestly, those early 5-2s, instead of sacrificing our bodies, we want to see those blizzard raids, right? The tornado and blizzard raids were in life. You can sacrifice a couple hits from the 5-2 Saitama early on just to see more pieces, get the draw triggers, and hopefully find what it is that you need. That way, when you do make that big combo, as Espers likes to do, hopefully that turn that they could have swung out for 4 damage, they're able to have a more optimal line there because they have more of the pieces that they need. Very unfortunate there. Even though Tara didn't play the most optimal line, they still had a very good line, being able to drop that 4-2, remove a body, knowing that their opponent is most likely going to take the chump block because that's how they have been playing the whole game, is really important as a player. If you understand your opponent's habits and you're able to take advantage of that, I don't see a way where you don't come out on top in that round.
100%. And like we said there, like they were kind of in the driver's seat. They had that damage too early, and like our sisters players couldn't find a tornado raid. Didn't see an Esper Sisters. We didn't see a single Esper Sisters get played the whole game. One Esper Sisters, that game's different because you get to search 7. You then go, cool, these 2 cards in, I don't need, discard, get it back. Because we had that Blizzard the whole game. But no Esper Sisters is so wild for us.
I'm also curious, to watch this back later off stream, if the Esper Sisters was taking the AP draws as well. Part of me feels like they weren't taking the AP draws and maybe leaving one action point up here and there, which could also be detrimental to their gameplay as well, right?
Yeah,
Not
I don't
being able
think they
to
were
dig
at
that one
all.
card deep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think
man.
I don't think we AP drew once. We might have AP drew like one of those final turns there where we had less cards in hand, but I literally think we didn't AP drew like at least once. Like I know my hand, like if my hand's gas when I'm playing sisters, like I don't need the AP draw because you have the
Yeah.
Esper sisters. You're like, all right, I'm gonna get everything I need. I don't need the AP draw. But in games like that where we don't see Esper sisters, and I definitely think it was that second turn where I said, hey. We push the 2 tornadoes up. We have a double energy in the back. We just need a 1 cost or a 0 cost, and we play the 2 cost in that list. We saw them playing the 2 cost, so you just needed another bridge to get to that 3. You could have chipped in 2 damage there, and that 2 damage would have been a totally different game changer there, I think.
I also want to point out, I'm never a big fan of discarding your special unless you know your deck plays heavy removal. With the immobilize, to me, it's a brick. That's why you see a lot of players running a 2 of, and it counts as a removal that you can get back. But discarding that cycle power early on, I honestly think was a detrimental to this matchup, because if you hold on to that removal and you have it later on to remove one of those bodies, honestly, I could see a world when they were pushing for that 4 damage, one of those bodies is removed there, and they're able to hopefully close out the game. But it's just unfortunate how it played out.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it could have went either way, but
yes,
and like I know like we're harping on the removal, but in this matchup you have to remember that Saitama's not leaving the board. So it wasn't a big like, oh, we got rid of removal. Like we weren't doing much of it anyways. Like it's like you got it, boss.
True.
like if psychic power somehow could remove, like if we had, that's what we need. OPM set 2. Asper Sisters needs an event that negates the effects on a card. Because trust me, psychic power could kill a Saitama. If he didn't have that effect, we are just killing that guy 100%.
And I think next rounds have been pinged and are going up. So
not yet. Oh, yep, there they are. They are now live. So let's take a look and see who we're gonna get here. Let's see. Is there anybody we know that we can try to pop in and see? Oh, I do have a spicy list that I kind of helped a friend make. I want you guys to see it. It is a other OPM list that you guys haven't seen yet today because we've only seen yellow and green. So let's take you over to the red side of things.
And I'm surprised that we haven't seen any Speedosonics. I don't think there are any Speedosonics today.
I don't think we have any Speedosonics today in the tournament.
Which is
one.
So sad for me, because I honestly personally think that Speedosonic is the better out of the 2 red decks. Especially if you high roll with that deck, you have so much potential to go burr. Bro, the Boros, take a life, draw 2, pitch. Come on.
But let's play is right. If someone shows you a 10K Saitama, Sonic's like, hey, buddy, yeah, I got it. You hit me. If you know the lore between Sonic and Saitama, you know exactly why Sonic's not that fast against him.
True, but then again, we opt back to what I've been saying earlier, right? You see that 5-2 Saitama? Well, now we're just pushing up bodies and we're going burr, right? We're going heavy aggro. We're trying to end out this game as fast as possible. Even though we're not switching around, we're still able to replenish our board pretty quick with the 4-2 Speedosonic. But that is a game for another day. We're here talking about Goro, and hopefully I forget what the other list is.
We're waiting for the other opponents, and our other list is going to be from a Josh Sowers, which looks like he is going to be playing. Give me 1 second.
And Zen, I'm all about the cheese. I'm all about the cheese, Zen. Like if I can cheese someone with Speedosonic, please.
Oh,
please
today is looking like a 1-punch day. This is another yellow Saitama Genos, but this one is on that Silver Fang tech. so he can
Now,
protect the Genoses.
PK, you bring up a good point of a control focused Garo. Me personally, the Garo players I've played, I personally don't feel scared about the matchup. The only thing I don't like about Garo is the fact that you have that pesky 3-1 Garo that can be played and you tap an AP just to pop anything that shares the
It
same
looks like
VP.
this person is like using OBS, so we will have to come back to this. So let me look for another table because it looks like our other opponent is using a camera setup, so it's not the typical just turn on your camera OBS, so we will not be able to show that one. So let me see
Unfortunate.
who else I can get. I wanted to show the spicy list we've been working on, but sadly not today.
Wishing all the luck to the players. Hopefully we still have a Garo to come back to later on in the rounds, but very unfortunate.
All right.
I hope we can see a matchup with one of the One Punch Man and the older decks.
100%. I know somebody wanted to see Lancelot, so let's see. It looks like no, that our Lancelot's playing Tara, and we just saw Tara last round. So let's see if we can find a different Lancelot here. Let's see, is this player undefeated?
Any Code Geass? We're seeing some requests for Code Geass into One Punch.
Look and see. Looks like, what is Victor playing? Let's see, Control F. Victor's playing green One Punch. So let's see if we can get which green deck is the better one. Looks like we're going to go to table 14 here. We're going to peep into... Oh, we know these players. We know one of these players very well. And I'm ready to see how his Lancelot deck does today and see if it can compete with the green Saitama. After this, we will try to find a non-OPM list unless the red deck survives. We haven't really had a chance, but it looks like it is the green versus green matchup. Let's get on over to the players. Give me a second with the scuff camera, guys. I got to get them all attached and everything.
Think that Saitama is favored in this matchup. I want you to hit me. I want to take it. I want to get the draw triggers, and I want to be able to fill up my trash as fast as possible. I know that my 45 blockers are blocking a lot of the damage coming in from the Lancelot, but I will say the 8-drop is still scary in this deck. Being able to raid it in and get rid of your king instantly is something that's going to be important in this matchup. We see the 0-drop king coming out, and then the Moomin Rider, and then we see the Lancelot player establishing their energy as well. What's your thoughts on this matchup, Tyler?
I think if you don't play the Moomin Rider, but thankfully we have it. If you don't have the Moomin Rider, or if you don't have a Genos or some way to ramp up, you are gonna get burnt. Because remember, the Moomin Rider only comes back if he's killed by battle. So if they go 8 costs and pop the the Moomin Rider, you have no recurable. Hey, block this. It is just going to happen, and that is the scary part of this. So you have to really keep in mind that it's what do we see, and we hope the Lancelot player does see the 8 drops. If he doesn't see the 8 drops, he might be in for kind of a long time here with the I don't know. We're gonna have to see how this goes, because this could go either player's way. It could be over really quick because of Lancelot, or this could be a grind fest, and then Saitama lives for those matchups.
Now, I'm hoping that the practice matchups that the Lancelot player has had playing against me has prepared them for this. I don't know if this player is playing the starve method that I like to do against some of these slower decks, but if they are, this could be a rude awakening for the Lancelot player. We do see that they're pretty confident on their optimal lines, and they're establishing the board really quick. I am of the volition that you want to starve. Oh no, not the special trigger coming right off the bat.
Can't have anything nice here.
Oh man, nothing nice at all. Being able to get one of the raid targets off the board is great, and this is going to be the game plan for the green Saitama player. Remove, slow down the game, stall, and really set up your pieces.
But PK Fire, you are right. Like, hitting the special there is better now than when an 8 cost comes out. And then Let's Play, I don't, like, I get what you're saying, but Moomin Rider isn't for green aggro. It is just, like, if you want to play the stall build, you just sit the Moomin Rider there. It helps you build up the trash for the Saitama, and you go, cool, I can always block the damage 2s on the 6 drops. And really, I think playing the starve way of playing green Saitama, because you have damage 7. That's 7 cards you don't have to give your opponent. If you're swinging into life with these Moomin Riders for no reason or do anything like that, it is just going to be bad for you. We have 2 Genoses already.
Gosh.
That is
Oh my
6, 7,
gosh.
8. He's already at 8 energy towards the Saitama. We start milling more, we are going to get there insanely fast.
The AP extender coming out too with the green Saitama. I say that the extender in the green deck is one of the most important cards for green Saitama. If I'm able to establish that 45 like he did, just like that on what turn? It's turn 3, turn 4. You are in the driver's seat.
100%
Opting
agree.
into hard playing the Lancelots, get the bodies out there, the blockers. And then we're going to see a raid here. Yep. The 8 drop popping. Getting that. It does have impact. So I honestly think we just take the 2 here. Don't waste the movement. Just take the 2. And hopefully if you have the optimal build, you're seeing 2 draw triggers.
Oh, whoa, we're knocking over the whole world of cards here.
Oh, hey. So we do see the get trigger. We see the Saitama coming out, and then we also see the King.
So the crazy thing is, I think we should have popped the Moomin here and just swung the damage too. Like, you can have the Silver Thing. Oh, and he's electing not to bring the Moomin right. Never mind. You know, scratch everything I've said. Let's just I don't know what I'm doing. I don't play this card game apparently. Let's.
I think they felt that way because they do have a movement in the back that they could push up. I still, like you said, would have opted into ditching either the 0-drop King that's in the hand or the 15-2.
Yeah, he's taking 2 regardless, Let's Play, but I think having the 45 is better for when the 6-drop goes back down to being a 4K. Because look, we had the removal for that. Yeah, we had the removal for the 8 cost. So if we had the 45 still here, we're vibing.
We're gonna probably see the 0-drop King come out or another.
Yeah. The 45 died to the 8 cost raid. I know that part, but I'm saying, I think you like if you're thinking they're gonna stall with the Moomin Rider, you pop the Moomin Rider with it because it can't come back unless it died by battle, and then you swing double damage too, and he either takes 4. Or he gives you that Silver Fang anyways. I don't think he was going to take the 4. I think he was going to give you the Silver. You were going to get the Silver Fang anyways.
Because we're taking 2 either way, yeah, I would have let the damage 2 come through, hope that I get an active trigger or 2 draws, and then you block the little weenie with the Moomin, ditch one of the 0-drop King from hand to play back the Moomin rested. We do see the 0-drop King, and funny enough, we don't see the King milling here. I am an advocate of keeping King in the back unless I need to move it up to the front. If I'm moving that King to the front, you best believe I'm going to get my 3 mil. I'm going to mill the 3.
Bro, and that's the difference between me and you. You've seen my latest build. I am on the Series Punch. I'm an avid believer of every time you can, King is milling 3. You are. We are going the distance. He is going to tap, put 3 cards in my trash, and I am going to show you.
What are we doing here?
You just take this one and you block the 4K with the 45. And the fact that we haven't saved this Moomin Rider, our hand has to be cracked. Oh, no, he's still... We hit a draw trigger? Yep. Oh, he does. Yeah, Cowboy's smart here. Not swinging because he doesn't want to give that Saitama player the chance to do it. Yeah, him not bringing back Moomin is wild. That's just a free chump blocker. And you know there's another damage to 4K in the back there. So it's like maybe his hand is just all. We're AP drawn. All right, his hand is not all the gas. I think we could have saved Moomin Rider, guys. I think Moomin Rider could have lived. I think the best cyclist in the world could have cycled some more.
I also want to point out that he is 3 cards behind in the sideline because he opted not to mill. My rule of thumb is if I hit 3 life on green Saitama, I should be able to play my 15-2 or 15-1 at this point. Having a double king raid here and again, not pushing this king to get the mill is kind of crazy to me. We do see the ditch. We pop that.
Yep.
But he's not pushing it forward.
And he's not milling with the king either. Like,
missing out on.
Yeah. Well, no, that's 9. You got to remember because we didn't tap last turn. We haven't tapped this turn. And we haven't pushed. That's 9, which that is 1 card away, which we technically discard Saitama. That's 2 discounts off of a Saitama right now. And now we just gave up 3 energy for a 4K double blocker. Oh no.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's going on anymore. We're not milling. We're hitting lives. We're giving up our 3 energy for Saitama. And a special no. Everything's going downhill. Why, Victor? Why? What is happening? No. That turn could have been played so better. This turn was nightmares. I don't know. I don't know what we were thinking. I wish I was in Victor's head here. I need to know what was going on.
Oh, I'm in shambles.
It's all over.
He doesn't need to move up the landslide. Honestly, if I'm Cowboy after seeing what I just witnessed, I feel confident. He hasn't milled the king.
Oh, I'm pushing the Lancelot. All he has is a 4K double block. I'm pushing the Lancelot. You're going to 1 life.
Oh, true. I guess you get the block.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. You either block
back the double energy or triple energy.
Well, either way, he's going to 1 life here because he takes the damage 2, goes to 1, or he blocks the damage 2, and then the 2 little soldiers get in for 2.
True. It's not rated Aladdin, but the 6-drop Lancelot still has double damage even when it's vanilla. Still a 4K double damage, still threat. Now, I just want to point out here, we have missed out on 9 cards in the trash for the Saitama player. 9 cards. He should be live. You see what I'm saying?
Alpha, that's whack. Yeah. Lancelot's kind of a crazy card. And then this Charles, he's going to look at the top 3. He gets to add any card he wants to his hand. And the next event he play costs 1 less AP. So if he has a final here, it's free.
He's playing a removal.
Yeah, he is. There he goes. He goes, kill the Genos. You can have the triple energy back. But guess what? Your front line's open. You're going to 1, buddy. And this is why I think we should have pushed the Lancelot. If we were doing this line, if Lancelot's up, he dies here.
True. You're right. That is a mistake on Cowboys' part. Definitely a missed opportunity. But at the same time, if you think about it from Cowboys' perspective,
we're sitting pretty right now. It does.
Yeah, you're fine.
and Alpha, if you milled yourself with Saitama, I need you to read King because you can choose how many you want to mill. You don't have to choose 3 every time. You can pick 1. You can pick 2. You could pick the 3. If you're milling yourself out with Saitama, that means you did it to yourself.
Oh my gosh.
It was 4 straws off a life. There's no 4 straws in this game. All triggers are optional. When you see a trigger, you can choose not to trigger it. So it's literally you were killing yourself.
Tornado.
Oh, anybody milled a Saitama, he gets a draw.
But at least you get the draw.
You get the draw.
Now,
but yeah.
This is so unfortunate to see. Missed opportunities for this Saitama player here. They're counting up their energy. I hope they realize that, man, it's just
Yeah, this is it.
You could see the experience being shown from Cowboys side, the discipline to not swing into the Saitama player, to proc the Silver Fang, right? Knowing when to push cards up, knowing when to be aggressive. I agree with all of you. You could push up that Lancelot and be in a better situation, but why push it up when you know you have the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, go for the safe, secure approach and just guarantee it. Discarding the Silver Fang, the final.
I was unaware of triggers being alpha. Yeah, alpha. Not a lot of players know that. You choose if you want to activate the trigger. You don't have to. It's definitely was a thing, just like PK Fire said against Jugrim in the Bleach days, because he gets a draw 2 trash one if you activate a trigger. So you can just be like, nah, I don't want to activate the trigger.
Does he think he has enough?
1, 2. Oh, King Engine, but that taps our last AP. So 3, 6, 10, 11. There's
no, it doesn't tap our last. Oh, yeah, it does tap our. No, he played the final. He just played the final. He just played the final.
Okay. Oh, is he live? I would ask for cards and trash here because
I would.
Yeah, because you have 10 on board. No, you have 11 on board, and then it looks like 1, 2. He could have 20 cards there. It's hard to see.
He's probably there, but again, he's there. What, 3 turns late?
Yeah. He could have been there a turn sooner if he pushed that other king and milled with the first king, but. All Cowboy has to do is just push up. He could pull a push. He could just push 4 and win if he wanted to. He said, "No, we're gonna guarantee it. We're gonna go play an ACOS. Let's kill the king. Get him out of here. Don't try and target Saitama. Please don't. Okay. Hey, look, we're drawing more cards. All right, we're all set up. All right, swing. I'd swing at the 2K. I'd be funny. I'd be like, block and put your Saitama back in hand. Yeah.
And the Saitama does bounce back to hand when you do block.
Oh, you are right, Fire. I totally forgot about King Engine. Yeah, he only needed 15 in trash, not 20, because King Engine. Yeah. I totally forgot King Engine adds that one.
And that's my rule of thumb, right? If I hit 3 life, I should be able to drop the Saitama, because normally, if you are milling properly, you should have 15. 15 is the sweet spot for me, especially if you see 2 Genoses. That's all you need. That's all you really need. And we saw 2 King Engines coming out from the side of the green Saitama player. But once again, it was just unfortunate. I am a big of the no raid Genos community. I think that card plays too slow. I think that it is just a brick in hand. And I think that the 3-1 Genos and the 0-drop Genos do more for the Saitama deck than the double block, honestly.
100% agree. Like, I feel like the double block is not needed. Like, if you're getting ran down, that's what the Movement Riders are for. You just play it, you go, cool, block, I'll discard a card, block. And if you need to keep them alive, you just go AP draw. Hey, look, I drew 2 cards, I can keep 2 Movement Riders alive.
That Movement Rider would have done more for you than the raid Genos, in my opinion.
100%. Especially giving up that 3 energy a turn earlier when we could have easily, like, we could have milled 9. We could have not played the raid Genos.
You could have hard played the raid Genos if you
could have
wanted
just played it. Yeah, you could have just played it as vanilla body, let it get hit by something. Go that avenue. But the fact that we gave up a lot of early damage that we just didn't need to. I feel like there was a lot of misplays there on the green Saitama players board there. Like, it could be inexperience, or it could just be his playstyle and we're just not aware. Because we don't know what they're thinking in the moment. We don't get to see their hand perfectly all the time. But definitely, I think in that matchup, we should have gotten there a little bit sooner. And I think if we would have, we had the special, we would have killed, because he would have been play that second king. Because if we milled with the first one, then milled again, played that second king, pushed up, discard a Saitama, kill the Lancelot we saw, then we played the special, killed the other guy. If we had enough AP there, or enough cards there, plus the special, because we had a final. We played a final. I think we could have 15-1 there because that's 9 cards more. Plus the finals 10. Yeah, I think we could have Saitama that turn and been like, cool, give me your last body. Now I have a 10k.
Yeah.
So even if Cowboy tries to push back, you're like, I have a 10k blocker, and every turn, here's a damage 7 that you just have to deal with.
Very, very unfortunate when it comes to the sequencing there. But the name of the game when it comes to Green Saitama is understanding your lines, understanding. It's a very, very tight deck and a very technical deck. I do think that deck is one of our best decks that we have out there, but it just takes a strong pilot to really understand the matchups, navigating the cards that you want to keep and the cards that you want to get rid of. It's all very technical, all very important. And when you condense the deck list that much, I just think every card is important. And when it comes to the Raid Genos, I just have yet to see any good play come from it personally. I personally haven't seen any good result from the 3-1 Genos, but not the 3-1 Genos, the Raid Genos. But for those that are able to make it work, you know, that just shows how good of a pilot you are, and you understand your play style. You understand what it is that you need to do to get to the end goal. And, you know, I'm just not there yet.
Yeah, it's definitely a card that, like, is for people that want to play it. I don't think it has a place. Like, I play my build of Green Saitama is Turbo Mill. I'm trying to show you a serious punch and clean it up. And I've done it multiple times. Like, I think it was like a turn 4 the other day. Like, if I had like one more card, I was like turn 4, I was showing somebody a Saitama, which is disgusting. Like, if you see Genoses, you see a King, you're looking at your opponent going, I hope you have blockers, because I'm either going to kill you or you're going to run me down. And that the movement would have been a great chump block. Yeah, so movement would have been a great chump block for the 6-drop. He's like, here's damage 2. You're like, it's AKA discard a card. I'm not taking damage 2.
PK, the funny thing is, I don't necessarily agree with that. I honestly don't think the Lancelot has the higher I don't think it has the leg up in that matchup personally, because again, you do have the Moomin Rider that can just turn the 8-drop impact into 1 damage and just replay it.
Yeah, but you're misunderstanding there, because he can just use the 8-drop and blow up the Moomin Rider, and the Moomin doesn't come back.
True, but depending on the situation, right? I'd rather him use that 8-drop to blow up a Moomin Rider than my 45 Silver Fang or my King Raid, you know? He had 2 of those movements on board early on, and if he was able to stabilize them and get that rhythm up, honestly, I you know, maybe we see a different game here. But maybe it's just my mentality of like, yo, you're swinging damage 2. That's 2 draws, fam. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Don't mind if I do.
it is definitely some questionable plays in that in there, and definitely some avenues that, like, I think we definitely should have seen the Moomins coming back. I definitely think, like, I don't think, unless, like, the only cards in your hand were the Genos, the King Raid, and your only Saitama because you think you don't have another Saitama, that's the only way I'm not bringing that Moomin back. Like, if you're, if like, those are the cards you need, yeah, sure, we're not bringing the Moomin back. But, like, if your hand is, like, another Moomin Rider, a random 0-drop, the 1-drop King, like, those cards, gone. Easy. Just goodbye.
Yeah. Also, extra drawing for you to keep Moomin alive. Just take chump 2 damage for 1 card. Yeah. But, you know, this just shows you the range that this set has given us, right? I think all of these decks, whether it is red, whether it is green, whether it is yellow, I feel like if you're new to the game, you could pick it up, play it, find some cool, interesting lines and combos. But if you really want the decks to shine, a great pilot on that deck will show you how scary it is. And it's been amazing so far seeing some of these One Punch Man decks get to shine and seeing where some of them may be lacking a little bit moving forward. And I just really want to see another One Punch Man deck go up against some of these older sets to see how it fares against, you know, our current meta. Seeing that the Lancelot player was so dominant and in control of that game the whole entire time. I'm wondering if we could see that replicated going up against a yellow Saitama or against a red Garo deck or a Speedo Sonic deck. You know, can green really do that when the deck ups that tempo? Red code.
Yo, no, let's stay away from other. Nah, red code, like, especially since we got the announcement that, like, we're gonna be getting the cards that weren't printed in sets, aka the Bleach Rukia, the Bleach Odahime, and then, like, the Nunnally. The fact that we get those cards coming to America now, that's gonna really spice up some of these decks. And then Wheelchair is banned. Wheelchair is at 1 in JP, and I haven't seen any announcement saying it's going to be banned here in America. And then Purple Code, love the control decks. Purple Code is a still a very strong deck, and it is a very good deck. I thought it was funny the other day. We happy evening and welcome everybody who's just now tuning in. I thought we saw this funny. Me and Anto saw one of our buddies triple checkmate one of their guys and force a Saitama with a force block Gurren and killed a Saitama. It's been really funny. Purple Code 3 rounds in a row. Oh no, Master Ed, I'm so sorry so much for. I'll tell you right now, I don't think there's that many Purple Code players. So I think your luck has just been really bad. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3 purple codes in 3
8
rounds.
out of 62, buddy, and you hit all of them. Man, that's wild. That's some bad luck. And I brought Sister. Oh, bro, that's the. I remember our local tournaments we've been having. Every time they're like, "Oh, you guys can ban an IP." I'm banning Purple Code. Like Sisters into Purple Code is like so terrible. It just feels so bad playing Sisters into Purple Code. Everything you do, they're just like, get rid of it. Force block this. Special this. I'm like, bro, stop.
I'm gonna pop a 3K. Defense raid. Oh, stay by to your Blizzard. Oh man!
Excited to see what the Bleach Binder cards are. So am I. I really like to see some more support for all the decks and see what they do. Hey, thank you, Bunny. It's great to see you. I'll have to talk to you sometime. If you want to stay tuned, this is the card game I've mostly been playing called Union Arena. If you haven't heard of it, it's a whole bunch of anime shoved into a card game. You can stay tuned, watch some stuff. Right now, we're playing for a Sword Art Online Win-a-Box tournament. The latest set that came out is One Punch Man, so we're watching a lot of decks. All I want is Demon Slayer Volume 2. I want to play Muzan so bad. Muzan Volume 2 is very strong. It is a good deck, and I'm so happy that we don't have to rely on just the Damage to Impact 2 raid anymore. I hope you both are having a
being honest,
yeah, go ahead.
If I'm being honest, I'm excited for Muzan V.3. I'm talking about that Full Metal Homunculus deck.
Oh my god, this man.
I can't wait to play. I can't wait to go gambling. I'm about to hit you with the Nina Alexander. Is it in my hand? Is it not? I don't know. Are you going to let me draw 3 or are you going to make me remove 3? Feed my addiction.
Yeah, buddy, I stopped playing Street Nova, did focus more on card games, and I'm kind of happy. And so, like, we're going to have to talk about this later on when we get close to FMA, because we've been talking with the boys, and we're like, if it would have said discard 3, I'm all for that card being in the deck, but I feel like we could play more stages or something. Bro, where's Yellow Demon Slayer? We have 2 siblings players, and I think one last in the first round, and I don't know how the other one's doing. I'm going to check up on them. But yeah, we had 2 Yellow Demon Slayer siblings players. They were the only Demon Slayer decks that got brought today.
I think one is still winning out currently. I had checked into one of the rooms, and it seems like they're doing well. So hopefully we could see a Demon Slayer deck go up against one of these new Saitama decks, you know.
Let me take a peek real quick. Looks like it was
did
Brian
Red win?
And DeAndre.
Did Red
Let's see. No, Red Garo lost.
No.
Oh, it happened.
No. I wanted to see that matchup. Maybe we could still squeak it in.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how he's doing. But we'll see when we get later on. Looks like if this is the right person, let me double check.
Code is a good anime. I've started watching it ever since picking up Code Geass in the game. I am a huge anime enjoyer, but there's some of those classics that I just opted into not watching because I'm not a big mecha person. Honestly, I like superpower robots. So like, if we got a girl.
Oh, I think I lost Anto. So give me 1 second. I don't know what's happened. I hear him, and then his camera has disconnected. No, we've lost the Anto. He got a guy, bro. His whole camera just. Oh, is he back? Is the man, the myth, the legend? Oh, we see you. Hello?
Am I here?
Yeah. Man
Am
got
I back?
Hakai. Yeah, you're back. I don't know what happened. You got Hakai. Man got. Oh man, I had to use the Philosopher's Stone. Come bring you back, bro. I gave up 10 years of my life for you. I don't know what happened there, man.
Your Lion April is a great show, Pete. And honestly, I can't wait till we get some of our slice of life decks over here because for some reason, the slice of life decks are busted, bro. Give me 100 girlfriends. Give me traffic lights.
Not, bro. Let's
Please.
not. How many yellow Saitamas? There's a lot of yellow Saitamas. There is a handful, and I just didn't want to go through all of them. Time for blue Sakuna versus purple Code matchup. That would be good. Damn, I'm going to be late as hell for work. Oh, no. Traffic lights, let's go. Please, no. Bro, bring me my golden boy. No. We got 8 undefeateds. I think that's where we're at right now. I think we're at 8 undefeateds. I need to get the new pairings up so I can see. Oh, no, we're still waiting for some final.
A couple.
Yeah, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 tables still playing. It is some of the lower tables, so the weight game is strong. Yeah, it just happens. Hopefully this tourney will give us a good idea of what the meta looks like. So myself, Anto, and T-Mac, we have made a tier list video. I'll put it in the description to this later so you guys can look at it.
Slow playing in UA.
Slow play, yeah, bro. It's some people have to think a lot, and some decks I don't blame them, but some other decks it's pretty just turn cardboard sideways. But myself, Anto, and T-Mac, we jammed a lot of games when One Punch Man first got the full set release came out, and we made a tier list that kind of had all of our combined thoughts on where we thought everything was and how the meta was going to shape up. And so far, how we've looked at things, I think we were pretty accurate. I don't think we really missed anything on our tier list. I think where we placed everything is pretty accurate, and we'll be doing a new one probably in about, I'll say 2 weeks after like the actual release of SAO. So that gives us time to because we have the full set coming out this Friday with the release event. So that gives us time to proxy up or pick up cards from release events, and then we get to start play testing it with each other, testing different decks, testing all the archetypes, and we will be releasing a video on that later on with our inputs on where we feel some things are. I can already tell you one deck is incredibly strong, but
yes,
is has a glaring weakness sometimes.
Yes, and I have been stress testing that deck. If those of you are familiar with the SAO colors that are coming, right, we are getting blue, green, and yellow. Blue being the shining star in set 1. I've been stress testing the deck against heavy active triggers and nullify impact because the deck is another one of those switcheroo decks. But I personally think it's the best out of the 3 that we've gotten so far. It's just super consistent, a lot of draw, and then the most important thing, a lot of impact. So it's going to be really exciting to see what kind of lines and combos people come up with, but it is going to be very oppressing. And if you don't learn how to play against that deck now, you're going to have a hard time, especially if you hate Code Geass or Karapika. If you're the type to hate those kind of decks with, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just impact. It's just impact. Why is there so much impact? This deck is going to upset you.
So I don't think it's a bad Sonic. I think it has more tools. I don't like to, unless a deck is literally like a carbon copy with just like names changed, I don't like to say it's a bad version of a deck because SAO has different tools than Sonic has. and then SAO has different tools than what Yellow Siblings has. Like, they all switch, but they all do different things with their switching. No search, no fun, but it does draw. Can draw and cycle. But Real Spice with the red black clover is a good thing, and Blue Bleach. Blue Bleach is also a good deck that we have someone that's been playtesting. Especially when you have a whole bunch of draw, you have discard events to get effects, so you can just be like, "Oh, I have access to this. I have access to this," and players are just like, "Well, which event does he have in hand?" So it's definitely this coming up metas are really gonna stir up the pot some, and you have to think. August through December is our regionals. We have Nats coming up. So we actually have a competitive scene for the game coming up, and everybody is getting ready for it because we need to get this meta in. If you aren't aware, they did announce that we are going to have regionals and big type events that are going to have exclusive English prizing. So it's not going to be prizing that JP's already had. It's exclusive English prizing. So that way, if you want to start getting the grind in, Gen Con will probably be one of the first ones because it says August through December, and Gen Con does fall in August. So it will probably be around a Gen Con, or it'll be somewhere around Gen Con, if not at Gen Con. So definitely, if you're one of our competitive players and you want to see this game go, definitely be on the lookout. Definitely start grinding the games. Find the deck you like and start grinding the matchups into everything you need to be playing into so you're better prepared for when we get there.
And some pushback that I want to give on the whole Sonic debate. Sonic into the One Punch Man matchup loses its switch. That alone gives me SAO over it because even with the Saitama on board, I could still swap, you know. I like some of these decks that are coming out. Like Ty has said, we have been testing against Blue Ichigo. I don't know if it's the pilot. No shade to my homeboy. I don't know if it's the pilot, but frankly, I'm not scared of Blue Ichigo as of right now. From what I hear and from what I have seen, though, it is a toolkit deck, and the last toolkit deck that we have is Purple Code Geass, and as you can tell, that is a very strong and oppressing deck in our meta. So I'm very excited to see what other players do with Blue Ichigo. It is something that I'm interested in playing just because I love that alt art for Rukia. Bro, that Rukia alt art, gorgeous.
I have to shoot some shots back at you. You said the last toolkit deck was Purple Code. Are we not going to talk about sisters? What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing?
I mean,
what are you toolkit deck? Toolkit deck, bro. Name a better toolkit deck than sisters. I'll wait. Oh wait, you can't.
Purple Code Geass.
You wish. You wish. I have more options.
You have more options, but what are you gonna do when I respond with the?
Bro, I'm Bob the Builder up in here. What do I need? 2 cards. Boom. What do I need? A special. Boom. What do I need? A final. Boom. Oh, what do I need? 8 AP a turn. Boom. All you got is impact.
You do have me there.
Force block. Damn, that's not a lot of a toolkit, bro. You got a flathead. You got a flathead. The cross tip, and you got like a ratchet. I got the whole drawers, and like I got multiple 10 millimeters. Like I got every tool for the occasion.
Now, for the players that are keeping up with the JP meta, I'm curious to hear some of your thoughts so far on the full metal cards that have just been released. Are you guys watching any of the matchups? Are you seeing what's going on? Because as of right now, just looking at the cards, that Armstrong deck,
Four breaks go hard, bro.
Double damage if I win the battle, I draw 2. And then if I play my daughter, I get back the action point that I just spent to play Armstrong. Y'all.
Yeah, Pete, it's a Phillips head. I was blanking on it. Cross tip, same thing. You know, I'm sad purple decks are kind of mid. Yeah, the homunculus seems cool. I think we need to test it. I don't want to roll out any decks yet. Like, I think we're taking things at face value. I think we need to play test and see how it is. I think homunculus is going to be the better deck. I don't think there's much else. I think yellow We have like the
I
energy
think both are
cost
good in
deck,
yellow.
and then we have both the siblings deck, which is also solid. I think Roy Mustang in blue is probably going to be our weakest deck. That is my early assumption, but that is
I
just
think
where
new
I'm
rounds are
putting
up.
it.
New
All
rounds
right.
are up.
It needs some more solid testing. Yes, I totally agree. I think we need to wait for the solid testing to see where things are. All right. It looks like we have. Yes, it is 8 undefeated, so up to 4. So, what did we have? Any interesting matchups, Anto?
I'm waiting right now to see some of these cards. I'm very interested in table 1, table 2. We do see Terra on table 2, so we do know that is a yellow Saitama player. I'm curious on what Corpish is on because that could be a potential matchup.
I do see
But
our boy
table
Div
1,
on table 3. Let me go take a look and see if they've set up already. Looks like it is a Code Geass matchup. Is it the mirror? Let's see. Div versus Madara. So let me see what we're playing with. I think Madara is on Code Geass. I just need to double check. Let's see. No, he's on Yellow One Punch. Let's see. Is it Saitama Genos? Yes, it is Saitama Genos with the Blizzard Splash. With the Blizzard Splash. So we do have that. And then Div is on. Div is on Blue JJK. So let's get the old king Sukuna Nanami versus the new king and see who suffers.
Oh, and this is a match that I honestly yellow because blue can't do anything to the Saitamas.
Give me 1 sec, guys. I know the video's not there. Give me 2 seconds. I'm working on it. I'm getting it there. I promise.
Just some growing pains.
I'll get this better by next time. I promise.
Purple gonna suffer for having to pick the best cards from too many options. So much of it interchangeable. Lancelot, let's go. Show the power of our high rolling. The tape playmat goes hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Customize. Customize the deck.
So we have Div, and then we have Madara. So, all right. So let me get this stuff here. I will edit their decks in a second. I apologize, everybody who's as I am fixing things. Yeah. See, he does have the gold ones. He definitely does have the gold ones. So we know Madara is on the yellow Saitama, and then we know, and then Div is on the old king, the Nanami Sukuna. So we gotta bring it back.
The optimal start for blue. Let's see if a finger drops. Anonymity. Ooh, is Anonymity hybrid. I honestly think now that our meta is moving forward, we're starting to get out get a lot more of these decks. I honestly think the Nanami build is the weaker of the two. I think pure Sukuna.
I think the Nanami build is the better build for fighting into One Punch Man. Because if they go the yellow one, you have the Nanami to block and tap something down. Or you can, if they go the green one and they go 15-2 and they kill the Nanami, then you can just tap down the 15-2. I feel like, and then being able to bot deck things, so you can put cards back into their deck instead of in their trash. Against sisters, just removing things, it's just being able to mess up numbers, especially green Saitama, and then like purple decks coming up. It's just, I feel we are in a spot now where I still think, like, I know some people are always going to say that Nanami is still the worst version, but I think Nanami is in a very well suited spot here.
I mean, you rate in that is it a 5-drop? That 5-drop Sukuna, you get the stun. You know, you still have those optimal lines too, and then you have the constant pressure of impact, bouncing things, bouncing some of those blockers like the Moomin Rider, etc., and whittling down your opponent before they can really get stabilized. I will agree that with the Sukuna, you can't target the King or the Silver Fang, so there is that downside if you're going up against the green matchup. But with the yellow matchup, you could bounce anything there except for the 10 drop and the 5 drop zero king. If not 5 drop, the zero king. But
Yeah. It's all good. I'm really excited, and some of you have seen that this is Div from Haven. Shout out to them. They did host a tournament a little while back. Most of us did play in it. It is definitely a great time, and definitely want to see if the old king is still on top or if the new king on the block is here to make his way through with this damage too. But the fact that we're only on 2 energy and we played a Genos in the front line, imagine we played this Genos in the back line, we'd be at 3, we play Saitama, and then we go into 5-2, and we go, hey, look, I'm damaged too, and then Sukuna has to push you back, and if they don't push you back, then you're like, okay, I'm just... Because, like, I don't think playing the Genos up front was a good idea, because we know that they play the UG that bounces, they play the Sukuna that's just going to have impact, the Nanami that's just a 4K that if you block it's going to rest it anyways. I feel like we just play it in the back here. We don't mess our energy line up. We go into a 5-2 because we go into 5-2. Guess what? Nanami's doing nothing to that. Sukuna's doing nothing to that because if they don't play the stun one, it does nothing. So you're just like, cool.
We're still going to see it. We see the AP extender coming out. We are going to see the tap 2, aren't we? And we're going to see... Oh, no. I guess we're going to see the Blizzard Raid.
Blizzard Raid. Draw 2? Yeah,
Draw
so
2.
It does look like our Legacy of Madara player does have a little... Like, their internet is not the greatest. It could be my end or all 4 of us being in here at once.
I think it's Madara, sadly.
Okay. But looks like we still are going to get 3 damage in here, which puts him down to 4, which then is scary because if we do see a Saitama, it is just like, hey, just start showing you impact, just chipping away at you. Oh, a Nanami raid, but we have no Nanami. Very good, a smart Saitama Fire 2. Yeah, we have no reason to do it here unless we just had nothing better to do, but apparently we Blizzard raided into another Blizzard raid, which drawing 4 is nothing to scoff at. It is definitely a very solid play, and I love the Blizzard raid. I was a big hater of it. Most people will tell you, because I thought being at 3K base power is terrible. I still agree 3K base power is terrible, because you look at like Purple Code and decks like that, it is very strong and very oppressive to this deck. But this 4-cost Blizzard
we push 2 here. Yep. I do think we push 2 here from the side of the Sukuna play. You are generating 4 energy, which is the sweet spot in my opinion for Sukuna deck, because you can easily go up to 5 when need be. We're going to see the first finger come out. We're going to see them restand that AP. And I think they're going to look to really combo out here, probably get some removal. The sad part is I don't think you want to bounce back the Blizzards. You don't want to give them another draw to you don't even really want to bounce back the Genos either, because that just lets them dig for another 5-2 if they don't already have it in hand. How many more rounds?
I was just typing it out. I believe we have 8 undefeated. I didn't fully check, but I believe we have 8 undefeated this round. So that means next round we'll have 4, and the round after that will be our final. So we still have 2 more rounds after this round.
Are we going to see an AP extender into another removal? Or we...
8-4-2. Well, I usually don't count the current round PK Fire, so I'm just counting the next 2 rounds. So 2 more rounds, because including this round.
We're going to see the hard body played up front. I think, yeah, the Genos is a 2K, right? So you're not going to be able to get any damage in this turn. So you are pretty behind right now as the Sukuna player. Or the Nanami player. Sorry, excuse me.
Hey, he plays Sukuna in there. You know, it's the same thing.
I think deciding whether or not to just hard play the body or go into a yep.
We're just going to hard play it because he doesn't want to bounce the Genos because that can let him search or draw a card if he has a Saitama in. And you don't want to bounce the Blizzard because he has that Blizzard in the back. So he could just draw 2 again on you.
Already down to 4 life and generating 3 energy in the back. It just takes 1/3, 1 Saitama, and a 5/2. I
think he might be because look, we're going Genos again. Just looking here.
I don't think he's seen the Saitamas.
They add nothing.
They have to be in life at this point. We've drawn 4 and we've done how much does the Genos dig?
It looks at 5. It looks at 5. We've done it twice. It looks like we have the special, so we're going to take the 4K body off. So we're still going to give me the 2 guys on your board or go to 2 life.
I think we see a raid.
Yeah, we see the raid come out. So then it's still... I don't swing the raid first here. I swing the other bodies because the raid has impact.
Yeah, the raid has impact. But it is only a get trigger. Ooh.
Oh, he's thinking. He's thinking. He's like, do I go to 2 and block? Or he hopes to see maybe a Yuji here. I would hope to see Yuji because then you bounce the Genos raid. They don't get the win sideline. They lose the other body. Yeah, I know you don't go to 2. Yeah, he's just going to block and then block. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go down to 2 against a Saitama deck because just the ability to pitch 2 or in fact go into another Genos raid is just too dangerous. I think front turn we did see him deciding whether to move, but he opted into just establishing his energy first, and I think that might have bit him in the butt just a bit because now at this point digging what is it 18 deep
it looks like just anatomy. We're just probably putting bodies on the front line. We're going okay. Yeah, so we didn't see any baby Nanamis, it looks like, which is the rough thing. No baby Nanamis, because like any one of these Nanamis being rated would be fired.
Let's just hope you are able to stabilize and that the Saitama player has no more removal, right?
If you have another, like, you don't want to play the Yuji on the Genos because then you give them impact back, but also, like, you don't want to Yuji anything on this board. Saitama is a 7? No, Saitama is a 5. The 5/2 Saitama.
So we see the impact negate, and then we're going to see the Sukuna. So really stretching yourself thin on the energy.
Oh, no life. I mean, yeah, the Saitama player is still at 7 life. He has not been touched.
I honestly don't know if I even want to swing here as the Sukuna player. I don't know if you want to swing here.
Imagine you hit a special hit, yeah. But he does have the impact negate Panda, so he's like, hey, I can...
Does he pass or did he swing?
No, he swung. Yeah, but his opponent hit the active Saitama. Okay. We didn't hit the scary Saitama.
Maybe all the 3/1s are in life as well.
Yeah, bro, that'd be a wild life. 4 3/1s and then like 3 5/2s. You know, just.
Yeah, we see the player thinking. I think we're just not seeing any double energy from the side of yellow, and we're not seeing the 5/2s, or maybe they do have the 5/2s, but they aren't able to stabilize with the energy, and they're currently like bricking. We see the AP draw. I think that's what it is. We see the AP draw coming out. They can always ditch 2 to get back a hero if need be, or get back a. I don't think they played any search because Saitama's room is a field.
They haven't played anything crazy. If we see a 1 punch, that'd be crazy because then we can put them down to 2. And then the Genos goes, hey, you have to block me because I'm a 4K. Can we please get Izaru in live match next? If he's undefeated, then we will definitely. If you can tell me their Discord name so I can figure out. Because next is our top 4, so we're going to get one of our...
Okay, so we see the Saitama coming out in the back. And I think they're going to probably pass there. Or wait, do they have one more action point? They still have one more?
I think they still have one more. Because...
So they're going to ditch to get back, what, a final?
Or maybe they're buffing. I think they're buffing. Yeah. Oh, no, they AP drew. They played the Blizzard. They played the Saitama. No. They don't have to.
And then they're ditching to buff the board.
Yeah. So here's a 5K. And then they have a 5K, a 3K, and a 4K. So the 3K is getting blocked, but either goes to 1 or gives up 2 bodies here. Yeah, he's reading the card. He goes, what does that do?
So a 5K, a 3K, 4K, correct?
Yes, a 5K, a 3K, and a 4K. So yeah. That's their Discord name. Yeah, if they're still undefeated, then we will pop in. As long as there's not another interesting match happening, because we only have 2 undefeated tables going to the next round. It'll be table 1, table 2.
Part of me wants to take this first damage. Oh, he's looking up the card. Yep. Yeah. It's crazy when you figure out that the Blizzard can also buff, you're like, what? Because no one ever really uses it. Take 1, burn Anonymy. Yeah, I could agree with that. But part of me wants to keep the 4K bodies just so I could pressure their board, but they're going to take the life anyways, right? Because they've only taken 1 hit. So take the life, hope that it is a special trigger. Honestly, I think we've only seen 1 from Div's side.
He's asking which one. He's saying top life, bottom life, which one? Boom, it's a final. No.
Oh, no.
The 4K swing, I think we give him Anonymy here. Boom. Because we got to keep this impact for the next turn. And then 3K, Sakuna blocks. Easy. And our Sakuna does have impact, so we are always chipping in a damage. So we have 2 fingers in trash. Sisters have come in first for the past month on my local. Sisters is a very strong deck if you have somebody that knows what they're doing.
Consistent deck. Now, what do we do here on the side of Sakuna?
We AP draw, and then we find more things. Just play more energy. Play another chump blocker in the front, and then start swinging these 4s, and hopefully chip our way back into this game somehow.
Draw 1, pitch 1. The thing is I think these Saitamas are in life. So we're chipping away, but it's like it's gambling. It's almost gambling.
I built my list 3 hours before my locals came in second. Yeah. Hey, if you're a decent pilot, you should be able to play it pretty fine. Normally, you try to starve the Saitama deck here, but Sakuna doesn't have enough. Yeah, Sakuna is definitely... Sakuna's in the point where it's like, hey, I have to turn everything sideways and pray it doesn't kill me. Because a color trigger, a special trigger, raid Genos, because the raid Genos, you just choose not to raid it. You put it in your hand so you have the impact next turn. Force this Panda out. So...
And like we've also stated, he's pretty much dug through that whole entire deck. And we've yet to see a 5-2 Saitama come out. So whatever's in life is probably scary. We see the extender come out. We're going to need to play another body in the back just to get to 4 energy. And then establish another chum blocker, like you said, in the front. I wonder if he's deciding on whether to go into another Sakuna raid or a potential... Man, not having these Nanamis raided hurts so much because being able to block with it as a chum blocker and rest something would be so powerful in this situation.
100%. And then, Lars, I totally agree. Like, me as, like, a Sisters player, and then I've always played, like, other decks, like, I can keep track of stuff like that, but it seems like he's having hard. He's getting rid of the Blizzard so he can't get things back. I honestly get rid of the Genos there, because the Genos, like, being able to play a body, because if he blocks here, because if you block here, play the 2-cost Genos, and get a draw, or another search, that's a draw.
That's a draw trigger.
This says impact. You take. Oh, that's a color trigger, and then you just tap down the impact negate. Blizzard lets you get final back. Yeah, Blizzard lets you get final back, but there's like the Saitama player is already so far ahead. I don't think we're worried about the final. I think we're worried about you cheating more bodies into play.
Another thing too is that Genos is a 4K body, right? At least with the Blizzard, you have to force them to use the
discard
ability for it to go up to a 4. So we see the Genos getting pushed up. Was it 2 life here?
Let's hope this player doesn't try to push the Saitama up with a full board again. Oh, is it a 5-2 time? It's a 5-2 time.
5-2 ditch to give it impact?
You don't have to. Nah, you just. Yeah, he goes. It comes inactive. Oh, poor Div. He's like, what's this one do? Uh-oh.
Div.
He goes, here's damage 2, buddy. Yeah, he goes, read it, please. Plays active. Damage 2. I can ditch a card, make it have impact. Says, you're going to give me the Sukuna or the Panda, and I'm going to swing these other 3 bodies at you. Yeah. Can't be removed. It's just a wall of text, paragraphs of text that just say, it's a problem.
And you block this, and you hope that next trigger is a color trigger or a removal spell.
Here we go. Swing. And, like, the crazy thing is, if you get a special trigger here, you can't hit the 4K Genos. Because if you hit the raid and he has another Genos in hand, it just puts another body on the board.
Yeah, that's game at this point. We're going to see the swing. That's
he goes 4K. Body, correct? Yep, 4K because we have Saitama. Boom, Nanami raid. Wait, no baby Nanamis have been the death of us. If we had a baby Nanami, we raid over it, we live here. Come on, final? No.
Unfortunately.
Div goes down. So we have it.
Seeing any of the baby Nanamis just really hurting this matchup. And not having that early blocker to stop that 3 push hurt a lot.
100%. Like so now we know we have a yellow Saitama going into the final 4 here. So we really need to see what our final 4 is going to look like. It looks like someone said Izaru's also undefeated, so that looks like we have a green Code Geass, a yellow Saitama. That's 2 of our 4 undefeateds. So we'll have to wait and see what comes up next. It looks like Divinash. Oh wait, this is round 3. Let me refresh. So hopefully we can get you better stuff here. So we just saw. So top 8. That was what table are we in? We are in table 3. Yeah, we were in 3. All right.
It looks like these other matches are starting to
wrap up and everything like that. So table 3, we saw that one. We've already seen Tara's winning again, so that's another yellow Saitama. So we have 2 yellow Saitama. And then Corey. Let's see what they are playing.
I think what we're seeing today is a lot of people not knowing how to play against the yellow Saitama.
We have 3 yellow Saitamas.
Wow.
We have Tara, we have Corfish, and then we have the person we just saw beat Div on it. So that is 3 yellow Saitamas, and then if Izaru is your buddy and you are correct, that means it should be this person. So let me type it in.
And that would be what, a Lancelot?
Wait, how did it say Div won? Is this wrong? No, Div did not win. Did someone typed this in wrong? Oh, never mind. Wait, correction. Let me fix things. Apparently it was showing me around 3 things. No. So Izaru is probably table 1. He won. Mm-hmm. Div just lost, so George is there. Tara lost. Corey won. So Tara played Corey, so the 2 yellows played each other. So we have a green code, a yellow Saitama, and then Alex won. So let's see what Alex is on to see our final 4.
Purple code, I'm guessing right now.
Yes, he is on purple code, exactly. So our finals is double Saitama, 1 green code, 1 purple code. So it's Code Geass versus One Punch Man. Purple Code Geass versus One Punch Man.
It's going to come down to if you understand the matchup, if you know how to play against the yellow Saitama, which honestly,
but they could not. We could get the code players playing each other and the Saitama players playing each other, so we could just knock out.
Either way, I hope that we have yellow in the finals and one of the codes in the finals.
Since either we did watch a green code, I am gonna have to say to the person that was requesting that we watch the green code player, if the green code player is not playing the purple code player, I will be watching the purple code player because we have watched multiple yellow Saitamas. We have watched at least one green code player already, so we want to at least see a purple code player before the finals, and because there's no guarantee the purple code goes into the grand finals, so I do want to see the purple code player. But Chaos, it could be the purple code versus the green Lancelot, and then you do get to see your person. But I do want to show coverage to all the types of decks. No, let's watch green. We gotta see all the decks. We haven't seen purple code at all. We can't show purple no love.
We have to show purple some love. Hopefully, Izaru can clutch it up, bring it home to the finals.
Green is your boy. I get it. It's your boy. I wanted to watch my guys too. Trust me, I was trying to watch my guys, but they lost. And you know what happened? We're not watching them. So it's I wanted to watch my guys, but they lost. So guess what? They got the boot. Your guy's winning. No. So if he wins again, guess what? He's in grand finals, which means he will be on the stream. So you just have to tell him to clutch up.
Now, let's talk about these potential matchups, right? We have Green Lancelot, we have Purple Code, and we have 2 Yellow Saitama decks. I will say that Green Lancelot into Yellow Saitama, I don't know if I like that matchup, personally. Yellow has this unique ability to either hit big and hit strong quickly or rush you down and chip you out and then close the game. Whereas with the Lancelot deck, honestly, if you're not able to consistently set up your energy while poking some damage down against your opponent, you're kind of screwed, you know? So I'm curious to see how this will fare for the green code player, especially if they're not going up against purple. And even if they're going up against purple, me personally being a biased of purple code, I still think purple code is favored in that matchup.
Hey, Avocado, thanks for the 100 bits, yo. Huge shout out. And Let's Play, I did see your 1 bit earlier today. Yeah, green code, yes. You guys may be a fan of it. Sadly, my sister's deck lost. Sadly, there's nothing spicy that I wanted to see. I know we had some purple Hunter players. I know we had some crazy lists. We had my boy Ming on a crazy green bleach list that I really wanted to see do good today, but he lost to one of the homies playing Red Garo with the funny build. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this pans out and who plays who. Yeah, Ming, I see him.
I could see how the you would think that the matchup is even, but again, if I'm able to ditch a king to stand my Saitama and you raid into your 8-drop, what are you removing from the board? You're removing nothing. And I'm able to block out, you know? But again, talking to my earlier points, and I do agree with you, PK, if you are able to remove the other bodies that are on board, and the 8-drop does have that ability, it's expensive, but it does have that ability, and you're able to consistently swing that double damage, you do make a good point for it taking that matchup. And this is where I get back to stating, if you understand the matchup, if you understand how to take advantage of that 5-2 being rested during the defense phase, you are in a better position than most players. And Lancelot being able to dish out multiple double damage while that Saitama is rested will be the key on whether or not Izaru is able to clutch up and make it to the finals if he happens to be paired with the
big thing. If my table 3 people here, Div, I know the Haven boys are here. Tell your people to submit their match results. Yes, we do have 2 more rounds, but make sure you submit your match results. I can see that table 3 hasn't submitted their match results. Let's not make Eggman ping you guys. if you guys are in here, like Div, I know you lost, but you can at least mark it for your opponent if your opponent didn't realize they didn't submit it. Let's get that going so that way we don't have to worry about people pinging other people. But yes, we have 2 more rounds. Our next round will be top 4, where we are going to watch the purple code player, and then our final round will be whoever makes it. But our top 4 is a green code Gias, a purple code Gias, and 2 yellow Saitama Genos builds.
Yes, Butter. I think VOD will be posted on either Tyler's channel or Eggman's. I don't know where the final version of the stream will live, but there should be a copy of it.
Yeah, this VOD should go up on my channel, and then I know Eggman's going to do some coverage over the decks probably on his channel. So we will do stuff and make sure all that is here. I will make sure this gets publicized so everybody can watch it back. So if your games were in this, or if you wanted to show your opponents, your friends, or anybody that you were playing in this, I will make sure it is posted. And if you wanted to watch some of the gameplay that happens, do that. And then, just like I said, we have SAO right around the corner. On my channel, I know I haven't posted in a while, but we have the tier list. Myself, Anto, and T-Mac have made awesome. Anto and T-Mac are awesome content creators, and we have made this little team of ourselves and a couple other friends, and we have done heavy, extensive testing with all the decks against a whole bunch of matchups, and we feel we're comfortable with where our tier list is, and we will be updating it soon with SAO stuff. So stay on the lookout for that. Stay on the lookout for, I'm going to be putting the SAO deck that I end up playing out there. And then you'll see some gameplay footage between me and some of the boys on those games there. Stay tuned for Eggman's video covering these top decks and what we see, because there's a lot of text here today that we didn't think about, especially if you know you're going to be playing against a lot of yellow Saitamas, green Saitamas. Like that yellow silver thing. People are on it because
that yellow silver thing was spicy. I'm not.
Yeah, just going, hey, look, you can't target my thing with character ability, so you can like protect your impact negators against the 15-2. It's a whole bunch of things we can look at. It was the raid. He was playing. Yeah, he was playing the 1-cost too, but he was mostly using the raid, and he was protecting stuff, and then it also let him draw cards after discarding cards to the 3-cost Saitamas and stuff like that.
I don't know if he made it to the finals, sadly, but I would have loved to see him make it to the finals. I think he piloted that deck into the green Saitama really well. Really, really well. And man, it's unfortunate that we don't have a green Saitama in the finals. Judging from some of the gameplay I have seen, I'm wondering if some of the players don't really understand some of these matchups or understand some of the optimal lines. So it was unfortunate not to see any make it to the finals this time round. But I want to talk about the purple matchup into the yellow matchup, Tyler. I know that both you and I know that matchup very well. And if we want to talk about a matchup that is pretty close and pretty even, I want to say that the purple matchup into the yellow matchup is not a toss-up necessarily, but both of you have to understand your lines, understand what it is your opponent is doing, and being able to predict their moves. Because if I'm playing against a yellow Saitama player and I'm seeing them rush for that 5-2, best believe I already have that chip damage, going down, but I'm going to be in a situation where I can push 3 and just retaliate, So I'm super excited to see that matchup potentially and hear your thoughts on it, Ty.
Definitely 100%. Like we've played this matchup ourselves and we've had some close games. I definitely think if you're the Saitama player, you need to be looking for your Genos raids. You need to be looking for the 3-cost Genos. That is the biggest one, in my opinion, because if they go, hey, look, here's a force block impact, you go, cool, I'll block with my impact negate so I take no damage, and then I'm going to untap my 10k, because you just need one. I'm going to untap my 10k, and then you look at the purple code Gias player and you go, cool, you can have your Gurrents, but every turn I'm eating a body of yours. Hey, if you got Twitch Prime, you can always use your Twitch Prime and you don't have to worry about ads. Cost you nothing. If you already got Amazon Prime, that's how you get it.
And you're bringing up some good points, Ty, because again, with this matchup, it's all about understanding the lines, understanding what it is you have, because if you prioritize that impact negate, right? With the Genos, me as the purple code Gios player, I'm gonna have to understand that, yo, these 2/1 Lelouches or these Papa 3Ks, I need to save these for that Genos, and I need to get it off the board. That way my force block, or that way my impact still goes through. The name of the game for the purple code Gios player, especially if the yellow Saitama player rushes that Saitama, is controlling the board and making sure the rest of the chump blockers or the raids can get answered as fast as possible. Because if you let them stick and you're unable to remove them, and that Saitama is still able to do what it does, especially during your turn, the purple player is going to get run down.
100% agree. And thanks for the prime, Shasta. I appreciate it. You need 2 cost Lancelot plus 3K Pop Current. I think you mean the 2 cost Lelouch, not Lancelot. But yeah. You need different outs to it. You definitely need different outs to get there. We're waiting for table 3 report. Yes, Haven people, I know you're in here. Tell Div report. You can definitely force the force blocks into ways you need. To answer some of these questions we did miss over, are there any Sisters left in the finals? Answers is no. If I was here, you know it. Sisters would have been there all the way. Anto can put it against me. Unless I saw every purple code Gios player. I'm not making it against that. You got me. You got me. Or if I saw Bolgi. If Bolgi's in here, if I would have played Bolgi, I would have bricked. He would have had it, Bolgi's my kryptonite. How do you deal with green code? I feel like yellow Saitama and the green code is you just play to your outs. You play 1-5-2, so you have the pressure on the back foot, and then you just look for your removal, look for your Genos raids. And then
Bolgi. It's okay.
What else did we miss? Let's see. I feel like I missed something.
I think by now a lot of people understand how to play against that purple bleach matchup. Honestly, it's just understanding how to properly rotate up, using your removals to get rid of the raid options, and playing to your outs. I think a really good bleach player is still extremely scary, but just like the JP meta, we're starting to see in our meta that bleach is starting to dwindle down because people are experienced with the Renji Rush. One thing that I tell a lot of players is Renji Rush is a tactic now. It is a play style that you can use depending on the matchup. But if you're only playing go nuts to the wall, swinging, dropping 4K bodies, it can be answered now. We have the decks, we have the toolkits, we're able to rebuild our board faster than you. And once your 4Ks are gone, what are you going to do about it? So it's sad that we didn't see any of the bleach players make it to the finals. But once again, I think a lot of us are starting to understand that bleach matchup, and we'll see the bleach decks be revigorated once we get set 2 come out. The purple will become that much stronger. Green, I'm super excited for this Kenpachi deck because it looks like we're getting some new binder cards for Kenpachi, and hopefully Toshiro too. I'm a Toshi copium. I'm a Toshi Kopi believer. And again, blue bleach. Bleach being a toolkit deck, having that stun capability, having that draw power. Super excited to see what Bleach does. But as of right now, I think we have Bleach figured out. I think it just takes a really good pilot, understanding your matchups, and hopefully not going into your counters.
Yep. And caution, I didn't miss your question. For Yellow Saitama, what do you think of the 1-drop Hellish or 1-drop King? I think the Hellish Blizzard is better suited in the deck, especially if you're on Saitama's apartment. If you're not on Saitama's apartment, I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrong. Saitama's apartment is a gas card. It's a site that generates you energy that searches for you for a Saitama, a Genos, or a King. All good cards in your deck, and then you don't have to discard. So to go 1-drop Hellish Blizzard, look for a 3-drop or less. It can find you your 3-drop Saitama. It can find you any of your Genoses that's not the raid. It can find you your 0-drop Kings. It can find you the apartment. It can find you so much in your deck. And sure, you have to discard after the Hellish Blizzard. You don't care. Because you're literally just looking for it to get you to the bridge to the next piece. And I think the Blizzard's better than the King. Some people like the King. If that's what you want to play over it to have more King names. Since we don't have a yellow King raid, I don't think we need to play any more Kings besides the 0-drop. So I think you definitely should be on the 1-drop Hellish Blizzard. And then that's why all of us splashed like a 1 or 2 of the raid. Because now we have Hellish Blizzard, and then if you just draw it, you're like, okay, for 1 AP, I AP draw twice. You get to draw 2. You don't have to push it up. You can push it up if you want to loop things like 1 punch back, which is a broken event.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to get back a final to extend your turns out, you can do all of that.
Purple Code Rush. Are you talking about what is it? Black Knights?
Black Knights.
That deck's not real.
I don't think I saw anybody playing that today.
It's not real. It's not real. Hey, no shade
All
to
right,
the players
the
that play
pairings for the 5th round are out. So let's see.
Finally.
We're looking for Alex. Alex is playing George. So it looks like each of the code players are playing a Saitama. So we are going to go to table 2. So you guys that wanted the green code player to win, you guys are going to need him to win so we can watch him in the finals.
Now, I'm really excited to see this matchup because and I'm curious to see if they continue to pilot the deck just as well. Meanwhile, again, like we were saying, this purple code player is going to have to understand the matchup and understand that they're on a time clock. Even if you don't see that Saitama drop, you're on a clock. You need to establish your bodies, your chum blockers, and you need to show restraint on your removal pieces. Save your removal for the raids, the chum blockers, whatever cards that they have. That way you can continue poking damage and whittling down the yellow Saitama player in chunks.
100% agree. The tape playmat is what makes the difference. Yeah, this guy's tape playmat is wild. The fact that it's literally black tape to just keep the zones on your. I think this is a desk. This is kind of crazy, if you ask me.
It's dedication. It's love to the game.
Hey, he said, "This is staying here. We got this."
So we see the 0 drop. One thing that I like to do as a purple Code Geass player is basically do a waterfall method, right? You play your 0 drop, you push up your 0, you play your next 0 drop, and then your 1 drop Colin if you have it. Swing for the damage. Then next turn, you push up that 1 drop Colin. You establish your energy line even more, and then now you're swinging for 2 if they don't have any bodies on the board. And then now you're in a situation to where they need to answer these chump blockers that are poking them down while you still haven't played to your outs, your 4K bodies, et cetera, et cetera. And as of right now, we're seeing that. We're seeing the C2. We're seeing the 1 drop coming out. We're seeing the first swing coming in. And hopefully we can get one of those active triggers or, one of those active triggers out early. Beautiful, beautiful start. This is what you want to see getting started into this matchup.
100% agree. Plus that king, like, just going into the late game for the yellow Saitama player, it's just like we can play a 5-2 now, and when we think our opponent's going to go for a crazy turn with Gurins or stuff like that, we can go, cool, I'll just untap the Saitama. It forces them to play a kind of a different line because if they go force block, you're like, okay, just block with a 10K. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of save your bodies. And so this kind of forces players to play differently. We do have double Hellish Blizzard here. So this puts us down. Oh, we did final here. So we can go Saitama. Oh, no, we're playing the 1 drop Hellish Blizzard. So we're looking for something here. Interesting what we do here.
I think they're looking for
the Genos. Okay.
The Genos here, they still have 1 action.
Honestly, the thing I would have done was I probably would have played the Hellish Blizzard in the fronts because if we found an apartment or something here, I'm just playing that in the back. Or if I found the 3-cost Saitama, so it's like, oh, I guess we have the raid.
Never mind. To the raid?
Hey, never mind. +2. Go off, King. I don't know what I'm talking
about. Truth be told, I don't know if into the Saitama, I don't know if I like the early Blizzard raid here, right? Because it can get answered extremely easy and fast. But in the Saitama matchup, all you are doing is looking to get that draw 2 off of it. The color trigger, we hate seeing the color trigger right off the bat. Hate seeing that right off the bat.
And Izarzin, I see you in the YouTube chat. My bad, boss. I didn't mean to mispronounce your name. Greg, I don't know why you're question marking me. You should have played better today. You really underdog. And Bolgi, I expected better from you as well. But hey, next time. It's always next time.
So here, if we push up the Colin, we at least get 1 damage in. We see the AP draw coming out. I hope they're not screwed energy-wise. They probably have a final if they're taking this extra draw, hopefully, because they can always crack the C2 if they're bricked. We don't see the push coming up. So it looks like they're probably going to go for a removal here early. We see the 1-drop Colin coming down. We're probably going to see the final. We're going to see a double energy played in the back, and then we're probably going to see that Papa 3K come out very, very early.
Yeah,
controlling the tempo of the game.
We might have to judge call this dog Walrus. You know, yeah, we see him talking, whispering, barking back there, enjoying his time. Who knows?
Oh,
look Colin. Look for probably the force block. No, that was our last AP, right? Because we're only
that
on
was
2.
the last AP.
No, I think wait, we have 3. I don't know if this player went first.
They went first. They went first.
Yeah, so then you find the force block. You play the force block. I didn't see what he found. He did really quick. I wasn't sure if it was the force block or the pop up. Oh, okay, wasn't sure if it was the force block or the blow up one.
Yeah,
should have put it in the back.
That in the back, in my opinion.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the energy, right? Because he's only at 3.
Yeah,
unless he wants to crack the C2. Yeah, unless he
plays the double energy.
No, he's just gonna go minus it, but then it's a 2K and you still block the 0. So now we know he has the force block. So surprise, it's up. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely. I think you're right, PK Fire. I definitely think we just pop the C2 here and we just go cool force block, take the blizzard off the board, and deal a damage.
Yeah.
We're going down to 2. We're going down to 2 energy. I would only do this if we have like apartment plus Saitama or another 2 energy. So we can go to 5
of the aggression from Purple Code. I think that's what it is, honestly. He knows, especially now that he knows there's a force block. Maybe he.
Oh yeah, zero does hit him too. Yeah, PK Fire. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he goes force block, kills the body, and then swings to 15. Yeah. So yeah, he gets 2 damage in, puts him at 5. He didn't believe in the heart of the cards. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, there's a Saitama. Yeah, so you go Genos, find the Saitama, discard a card here, play Saitama, discard 2, get the final, play 5/2.
Let's see if he sees that line. Play the 3/1.
Yep. And then you can discard 2, get the final, play a 5/2, but then you have like no cards in hand. I think you leave you
raid,
1 card in it.
Into another Blizzard raid? Probably a Genos raid if you
Oh, no. He just had the hard final in hand. So you hard final in hand, 5/2. The pressure's back, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want to take this.
So like my mind here as the Saitama player, and like in this matchup, I'm bottom decking this king next turn. I know you have a force block. I'm bottom decking this king after this is over.
Facts.
I am getting a 10K blocker here. Either you waste your turn, or I get to keep another extra body on board.
I take this 2 here. Hope that we get a Papa 3K raid or a Gwaine raid, and raid onto the Colin in the front, pop the Blizzard, block out the other Blizzard. That's like the hopeful, but at the same time, if they're running the ratio that I would run, you're looking at potential active triggers as well. We see the final, but we do see the active trigger. So you can active the 0, block the Blizzard, and then block the or is that a 25? That's the 1-drop, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, whoa, what?
He just wants that J.
Trigger.
Oh, it was a draw trigger. Yeah. Go Wayne. So he has to think here.
I take this to hand. I take this to hand and chum block the honestly the Colin, because I have 2 Collins in the back that I could push. Would you play it? I mean, you could play it now, but
I would play it because then it doesn't. Because since we didn't hit an active trigger, like I'm pretty sure that Colin's also a 15, and this Blizzard's
It's
a 2K. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, you play it here, it stops another
oh,
swing.
don't rate it on the you don't rate it on the C2. I don't think you rate it on the C2. I think you rate it on the 0, unless you have another one in hand.
And then I think, yeah, there we go. Bot deck the king, untap the Saitama. So that way we keep the blocker up. So we don't take a guaranteed 4 here. We're only taking 3 here at most.
He can always choose to not activate the trigger. Honestly, because he saved that 0 in the front, I feel like he has another Gwain. I honestly would have saved the Gwain and then just raid
No.
into
Absolute
the...
Obedience kills the raid. And probably play like a C2 draw 2.
Yeah, C2 draw 2, extend if possible. Nope, the 3-1.
And then it's probably force block. It needs to be the pop one. Pop one's what you want here.
Oh,
No, it's the force block.
no.
See, you don't want to do the force block because then he just blocks the Saitama, and you're just like, cool, I don't care. And the other swing,
he's gonna block the 0 with the, because I'm pretty sure that's the 1-drop Blizzard, or is that the 1-drop Blizzard?
drop, 15? Yeah. I don't remember if it's a 15 or a 2K off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's a 2K, but I will be happy to double check.
See, and this is where like energy management and things like that are important.
Yeah, it's a 2K. Yeah, the 1-drop's a 2K, so it will free block.
Yeah, swing small first. Take that raid Blizzard. Are you gonna go into it now? I would raid onto the front one.
No, I would raid here. Take the draw 2, and then I would push. I would push because this blocks the little Colin, and then the other one blocks the 0, and you block here. Yeah, you block out.
Yeah, you just block out. You're right. Maybe they're not doing well energy-wise, and that's why they're opting not to do it. Or maybe they are not familiar with that Colin and expected it to be bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, active trigger, I'm pretty sure that's what that sort of thing is. No, not an active trigger. Actually, that's impact negate. It doesn't have trigger,
I think. Man, and what's so scary about this Saitama deck is they could end game right here.
Yeah, they could be like 5-2, 1 punch, discard 2 Saitamas, and look at you.
So scary. Even then, they could go 4-2, remove a body.
Oh yeah, 4-2, kill the Gawain, push up the other Saitama. I have 3 10Ks, so you have to give me the rest of your board, or at least 2 of your bodies, which you don't want to do. Like literally, the amount of pressure a 10K body that just can't be removed is just so strong. 4-2 final 4-2, yeah, that would also be disgusting.
I don't know who's telling you that Yellow Saitama isn't a strong deck. I feel like everyone should be in agreement, whatever that word is, agreement that the Yellow Saitama is a strong deck. Turn Brain off and swing, and then if you want to keep Brain on, it's even scarier. Like what?
Like we have access to the final here, so we can do what we want because 2 cards. We only have 3 cards in hand, but 2 cards in our hand. All right, that's 5. Or how many fuck cards do we have? 4. So yeah, we go tap 2, play the 5-2, or we can discard 2. That leaves us 2 cards in hand, one being the 5-2. Get back
Life
our final.
Life is 4-3. It's looking like that. I think it's 4-3.
It's 4-3. It's 4-3. Yellow Saitama has 4, and Kokias has 3.
Luckily here, if the Yellow Saitama player doesn't have any removal, I think he's getting ready to play removal right now. I think that's what he's deciding on. But if the Yellow Saitama player doesn't have any removal here, I honestly feel very confident as the Code Geass player of being able to close out the game next turn. So it looks like he's gonna. Did he ditch 2 to grab the final and play it, or did he just play the final from hand?
I think he ditched 2. Yeah, he ditched 2 to
Oh
play
my
king
gosh.
and then played the Saitama. Yeah, so
Oh
all these damage 2s are scary because if you go to 1, then it's just like, cool. What you doing?
I just block out with the 0 and the call in here. It's easy. It's easy to me. But the thing is, he's going to discard that king that's in the back to stand one of the Saitamas.
The problem is
Now,
the king
if-
has to be active.
Oh, you're right. Honestly, we're in a winning seat here, in my opinion. Like,
But the
we're
problem is you
generating 5
like
energy.
the problem is you have to try and show 4 damage, and he technically has 2 blockers, so you have to remove the block. We know you have a special in hand because you leaked it last turn, so you have another special in hand as the Kogias player. But if any of those lives are an active trigger or a special trigger or a color trigger,
Honestly, take this.
you're on the back foot. No,
I take this.
Well,
I
he
take
can
this.
block out here.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's just blocking out everything. He's like, I can't go any lower on life because if he goes any lower on life, then like AP draw, discard 2 Saitamas kills you if you take any life here.
But like you said, right? If you don't have the outs right here and you can't remove these 2 bodies, Purple Kogias is one of the best decks at removing bodies and still dealing damage, right? If you can't do that here, you're not winning this game. You're not winning this game because at the same time, I know the yellow Saitama deck has the ability to ditch 2 Saitamas, give both of those impact, play the 1 punch, push the Saitama, and deal just as much. So we're gonna see the 4-2 come out. We're gonna remove the Blizzard, the Blizzard raid.
Is that calling a 2 energy generator in the back?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was making sure. I could only see 1 pip on this camera. So I was like, huh? Am I blind?
And then we go into search. Oh my gosh.
No, we have to find a robot. We only have 1 card in it.
It's happening. You find the Papa 3K right here. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I've dropped
Oh
it only
my
1.
gosh.
I think 2 caution is like the good spot for 4-2 Saitama.
You go into the raid, you pop the Blizzard, and now you just hope that you don't see a active trigger or a color trigger or
A special.
The fact
There's
that
so
I
many
was gonna
outs. There's so many
the
outs.
fact
Like,
that I have to list all these outs is insane, right? But this
And-
is the only way you win the game here.
and the problem
Don't
is,
see that first.
And the problem is you lose the game if you don't win here because this Genos getting pushed up plus the king. You have 2, and here's the Genos raid. So you can put it on the 2-drop 1.
That's what I was saying. You don't swing the impactor first.
Because
This
now we
is a
can't.
lesson
Not
to
yet.
learn, guys.
Yeah. Now we can block any of the non-impacts and be like, gotcha. If I'm him, I take here because we want to see if we can get like a 0-drop Genos get to hand or something like that, so we can cheat something into play with this Genos. But yeah, because next turn, that does nothing for you.
I think he's showing him at least 2 impacts. I think he's looking for a Saitama. Honestly, he's taking this.
Yeah, we just take. We look for draw triggers. Like, I can't see. It's all blurry. It's a king draw trigger. All right,
It's
boom, draw.
See,
But-
sequencing.
But he's not swinging. He doesn't want to swing. That's a 4K, I think, right? Doesn't the Colin go to 4 or 3? Oh no! But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They miss sequence. You swing.
yeah.
The
So
Colin
now
first.
AP draws. We shove up the Genos because then we go cool. If we block with the Genos, we untap a Saitama. We bottom deck a king, untap a Saitama. Like yeah, Saitama can't lose here anymore. And you just go cool. I'm gonna eat your board alive. 4K, 4K, 10K, 10K. Well, 10K damage to 10K damage to 4K, 4K. Like, goodbye, buddy. And if we see any Saitama, the first one has impact, so we go impact 1, and then we go damage 2. Like, we're eating your board alive here.
I don't think he has the Saitamas. Otherwise, this line would be easy. He might have at least 1. I think he can give 1 Saitama impact.
Yeah, we just need 1 Saitama because you put him down to 2. The second Saitama forces a block, and then the 2 4Ks either force a block or you go to 1. And if you go to 1, then you're just dead to a Saitama. 5 rounds, 4 against purple coat. Yo, Shasta, I don't know how you got 4 of the 9 purple Kogias, but you got them.
You're chosen. It is what it is. very unfortunate on the sequence there. On the man.
Yeah, unless the purple code Gias's life is like special or a raid that's gonna help him,
Or an
I think
active.
yeah, I think it's chopped up because you have the Genos, you have the King. Like these 10Ks are getting untapped, and I hate to break it to you, purple code doesn't have a way to tap these guys. So I think sadly,
yeah, because you have the Genos that untaps when it blocks.
yeah, and it's impact negate, so it's like and that what is that? Oh, that's a special.
So
Oh
unfortunate.
no! Yep, I feel bad. Here's the damage too. Would you like to go to 1, or would you like to give me a body? Yeah, poor purple code. Oh,
Part of me wants to go down. I take this. I take this. Hope that I see some actives. I take this. Hope I see some actives. A special trigger, something. If I can get a special trigger right here and remove that. Oh no! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! You just hope for actives here.
no. The problem is like
hurt.
it just sucks because like I said, like we have 2 ways to untap these Saitamas. We have an impact negate. Like you're not killing the Saitama player next turn. Okay. Unless your hand is double special. And the 1 card in his hand is not another impact negate Genos. Oh wait, that doesn't matter because he's going to use the 0-drop King to untap a 10K. So it's just a bad spot to be in here. Oh, let me put up this Genos for you guys so you understand how devastating this card is. This 1 Genos is
sequencing. Oh man.
Nah, bro, believe. No, I think it's over for our purple code
just
Gias.
because I am a purple.
We block
Gias
1 here. Oh
believer.
my god. He's like, I don't know.
Bro,
yeah, we blocked. Nah, he blocked. He blocked. We get a special out of life and get a Gawain. You get a special out of life and get a Gawain. You got it. All right, the damage too.
He's gonna take this, and again, if you take this, this is poor sequencing. If you're gonna take 2 anyways, you take it, bro.
At this point, you just either block it, just take 2, or you take this 2. And the problem is, I'm probably gonna block here now because since we blocked the first one, that way when we take these next 2, we can get an active to try and save out of the final swing. Judge slow play, nah, it's a lot of thinking and actions. Like they're actively playing.
No.
Like he has to do this.
It's done.
He has to do this.
You take the 2.
No, because he didn't take the first 2. No, because if he takes it here, then he has to. If he doesn't hit an active trigger, he has to lose both bodies. Where this way, if he hit, see this way, he's.
Oh my god! And now you can't pop anything because it's just gonna restand.
No. This is the raid one. You have to have a Genos in hand. Have it in hand. Show him the Genos in hand. Oh, he doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, missed opportunity.
No, there's an ad. Oh no, poor Butters. If only you had a Twitch Prime. It's okay. 1 minute ad break is crazy. He popped the wrong one. Yeah, he needed to pop the impact negate that restands the other Saitama. Because he's going to go push 3. He's going to go block Saitama, block Genos. Yeah. No. You're blocked. You went the wrong way. Wait, there's still a sequence here. Because the Genos has to die. So he has to swing the 2 little guys. He has to not swing. Yeah, he has to swing the little guys. He has to swing the little. Yeah. Swing the little guy. Yeah. He loses. He has no way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Swing the little guys.
There it is. Hope that it's not a final trigger. How many finals has the Saitama player seen?
I think 2.
2? Oh my gosh. If he pulls a Tyler right here.
And a boom. Hit him with it. No! It's a 1 drop.
We take those.
No. What did he have? A final and a C2. He would have been fucking dead if it wasn't for the special. No, our boy. All right.
If you watch this stream back, I want you to run the VODs and I need you to work on your sequencing. Okay, I'm glad that you clutched it up, but you need to sequence. Okay. What do you mean I lose if I take 2? I still win, and I have another body on board that can swing. I still win. I get it. What are you talking about? If I
Anto loses
two,
at take 2? No, yeah, I think you do lose Anto because what happens is you take 2, you have 3 bodies, so you hit a special, you kill one of my bodies. Then I have
no one has impact.
No. But listen. So then I go swing. You lose the same amount of bodies because I swing 10k, you give me a body. I swing the 4k, you give me a body. So then you're down to the 1 body, just like that one. No, he's fine. It's same outcome, but it's same outcome regardless of how you take it.
Wait. No. Wait. We're gonna slow this back. Okay. If I take
I got
2,
you. Okay,
I see the final. Wait. If I take the first 2,
I got you. All right. We got 4 bodies. Look, I got you. We have 4 bodies.
Wait. I'm talking it through. Let me speak.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me do my thing. Okay. We got 4 bodies on the other side, right? We got 3 on our side, and we take that first 2, right?
Yeah. You have 3 bodies left. You hit a final and a special. I think. No! Who Hakai'd him?
That's what he did.
Oh, wait. He's back. Hello?
Oh. Hello?
Okay, you got Hakai'd for a second. Okay.
Am I back?
Oh, yeah, you're back. All right.
Okay.
All right, so we hit a final and a special. We got 3.
We got 3.
All right, we got 3.
We have... Did I get Hakai'd again?
No, you're good.
Okay. We have 4 bodies on the other side. 2 Saitamas, a Raid Genos, and then the other Genos, right? We have 3. We have 3 live. We take the first one, we go down to 1, but we get the special trigger. We pop the Raid Genos. He can't play a body from hand, right?
Yep.
How big is the color Genos? Is that a 3K or 4K?
It's a 4K. It's a 4K because we have a Saitama on board.
Oh, damn.
So, so you lose the same amount of bodies. It's the same outcome. Chat's right.
I thought it was a 3K. I thought it was a 3K. I thought it was a 3K body. What can I say?
Should have streamed the green code. Oh, no. Did your guys' friend lose? You needed to tell him to go on. You need to be in the finals. No. Yeah, he lost.
I was satisfied with that purple game. I thought that was a good game.
It's okay, but it means the purple Kogias has to do it again. He has to pull the back-to-back against yellow Saitama. Oh.
I hope that the purple code player is able to understand.
If the Saitama player had a Genos in hand, it would have been over. Yes, if the Saitama player had a Genos in hand to play off the raid, yes, he would have had it because he would have gone pop it and we go cool, play a Genos and then swing it because it comes in active because we have the Saitama.
Is that you? 808? 808. Actually, I can't coach. I can't do any coaching. I'm gonna just say, is it coaching? Is it coaching? The game's over. The game's over, right? No,
I don't know. I think we saw the final live switch,
I mean, look, hey, 808. Just focus on your sequencing, my boy. You almost cooked yourself.
Commentator bias is crazy. Yeah, Anto all about this purple code. Yes, man. Team Macaroni. If only he cared about what was that deck he cared about? Nobara like this, bro. Man, maybe this man would love this.
Hey, all I'm saying is there's things that he can learn from that matchup. Okay.
Yeah. He's saying don't coach because he has to play against a yellow Saitama next round. And the Corpus goes, especially when he's playing against me. Look at that. Trying to tell people what to do. This guy.
I got you, Corpus. We're gonna keep it fair. We're gonna keep it balanced. We're gonna keep it fair.
Yeah, I messed up so hard. Got bailed out by a special. Yeah, that special definitely did it. I can't be having Saitama win. Yeah. Judge, get this man. Yeah, we gotta rein in Anto's leash now, bro.
It's a purple versus yellow. Yellow.
It's gonna be purple Kogias versus yellow One Punch Man.
Amazing last game though, coming down to the wire there. And just the heart of the cards chose.
They did. Bias conflict, man. I know. Team Mac, this man is just a purple code copium huffer.
Bro, over on the YouTube side of things, 13 honestly, I don't want to say that they fumbled that. I don't think yellow fumbled that. I think just purple did get bailed
you
out by
couldn't.
that special there.
That special bailed them. Like they played it right.
That was a bad.
They didn't have anything else really to do. You have to go the damage 2 line there because you didn't have an extra. If he had another Saitama, then he wins that because he goes here's the impact 1. You go cool special. He goes cool damage 2. You're at 2 life. You have to give me a body. Then swing the 4K. Give me a body. Like it just ends up. It's just who sees what.
You could make the argument that you pitch to give the double damage to Saitama impact there, and then push up the other Saitama. And I think it might have still been the same outcome.
No, because you need to have the both Saitamas because you untap one with King, and then if they swing with something, if they swing something that you don't want to block, you block with the Genos first, untap the other one, so then you just have 2 10Ks.
Purple Gias had to fight for what he got. I mean, he was struggling. He honestly got saved by plot armor.
Man, as Lelouch would say, he just by the power of Gias, man, bro. He saw it coming.
I think plot armor saved the purple coat Gias. If we're being honest, we're being respectful over here.
Someone hitting my hydrate redeem. Where the hell's my water bottle? These guys, chat's telling me to hydrate. Everybody drink some water, all according to his plan. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Let me drink some of this boba.
Oh man, his drink empty. You hear that, chat? This man said hydrate. Man was empty. 100%. I did not deserve that win. No, you played it. You played a good game. Never take your wins away from yourself. There's always something to learn, and then don't ever take wins away from you. Even if like your opponent, the only wins you take away from yourself is the ones where your opponent doesn't play the game. No, if your opponent doesn't get to put a single card on the table, do not count that as a win. You didn't play a game of UA.
if your opponent sees 4 specials out of your life, don't take that. But look, this is why we do these events. This is why we do these tournaments, these locals before we get into regionals, because it is to garner more experience, understand, make those mistakes and errors, and being able to watch it back, especially since this game is reviewed. I recommend all players that are in chat that got to play today, that were on stream, go back, watch the VOD back, pay attention to your moves, your sequencing, your lines, and see where you could have improved. Like Tyler said, a win is a win.
And we might have lost him, chat. I don't know. Did he get Hakkai'd? He got Hakkai'd again. I don't know what's going on with Anto stuff. He's back. He's back. Yo, I don't know. I don't know who you angered in the world, but you got to stop getting Hakkai'd like that, man.
Oh my god! And it's just random too. Like, do I just randomly just go?
Yeah. Like literally, the stream will see you, and all of a sudden, boop, you're gone, and then you'll just pop back in. It's just, man.
Unfortunate.
But to answer some of these questions, Psalms, as a new player, I appreciate what are your thoughts on the Phantom Troop deck. I feel like it's a very good toolboxy deck. Hisoka is a crazy card. We have a friend that played it just to mess with our energy lines, and I'll tell you right now, if you are a player who messes with people's energy lines, I think you should stop playing UA. That's rude. I'm joking. Don't stop playing UA. Just don't mess with people's energy lines. That's rude. What happened? Madoka, Magica say what? Madoka, that's a deck. I have friends that have played in the JP meta, and that's a deck that Anto wants bad. He needs a best of 3 top cut, top 4 or something. We'll have to work on that. And then Caesar, Anto did do it. He did advertise a little bit in the Discord. He did put a link saying I was streaming it. I'll work on it better next time. I'll get an announcement pushed out, so that way you guys will have the links to it. I apologize to that.
Egman's been sick these past couple of weeks, so I don't want to put anything on his back,
And like we were working on technical difficulties, and then still, as you guys saw, like at the start of the stream, we still had minor scuff problems. But let's flip on over. It looks like our players are setting up. We'll keep the commentating going, but let me get all this stuff set up so we don't have to worry about it.
Now, again, for those that were here and heard me speak on it, the purple code, right? They need to play to their outs. They need to understand the mistakes that they just made that last turn and be able to uphold that aggression. Hold on to those removals. Playing that forced block when you see the 10K body on board is not the answer. He's just gonna block with it. So you lose out on the removal and you lose out on the impact there. It's just understanding your proper lines, your sequencing, and hopefully we see a better showing from the purple this time. Now, for the side of the yellow Saitama, I think showing similar discipline that the last Saitama player showed in holding the 5-2, knowing when to stand it, knowing when to raid, and making sure they manage their energy well is going to be key and vital in this game. I'm pretty sure this yellow Saitama has played against a lot of purple code Gios players. So in this matchup, I feel like they may be favored just because we got to witness purple in that last matchup. And I think there's still some learning curves there playing into the yellow Saitama.
100%. And I just realized I still didn't fix this. And I was like, what am I missing?
I was about to say.
I was like, I'm missing something and I haven't fixed it yet. I apologize, chat. I was like, I forgot something. Yo, can I flip this? Can we transform this?
That's also my fault, Shonen, for not stating where you could find it. I was working. I was on a clocked in. So I that's also my fault for dropping that ball. But the VOD will be up on the channel, so if you didn't get to see the tournament and you didn't get to be here with us in real time, you can still head over to Tyler's channel, Legit Vocals. The VOD should be up there, and you can experience this all from the beginning, from the scuffs, from the rage moments, and from the close callings.
100%. And this is something I will try to work on getting back into streaming with everybody again. I'll get some games of me, Anto, and like our little play group. And then we have something cooking up. So stay tuned to like my channel. I'll have like an announcement video. And myself, Anto, and a couple others, we have something big coming up. A big project that we are working on. And we hope all of you will be interested in it. We're ready to see stuff. And then, like I said, we will also have a video up on our updated tier list with SAO being added. Looks like our players are starting off strong. It looks like the Code Geass players played a 0-drop call-in. And then our Saitama player went ahead and played the Blizzard.
Tyler, are you able to turn me up a little bit? I think it might be me that's quiet. It says one of the commentators way quieter in the game view versus the commentator's face cam view. So it might be me.
Might be you. It's probably all the Hakai messing up my settings as you. I don't know who you made mad in the Dragon Ball world, but I need to stop deleting you from my universe.
Seeing the 1-drop come out early though, right here I am looking for one of my double energies. Silverfang. Wait, is this the?
This is the impact negate. This is the impact negate.
Is this this? No. Is this the Silverfang player?
Let's see. I don't think he's playing the raid, but I can be
sure?
wrong. I'm double check. Well, let me double check, bro. Let me.
If he made it to the finals,
If he made it to the
no, it's not the raid Silverfang player. Oh man,
no,
okay,
I don't think it. I was like, I don't think it is. You got me all hyped up. I was like, no, I don't think it is.
Sorry, I was geeked. I got hyped. Ooh, similar start to last turn.
No, this guy, he just plays the impact negate Silverfangs, and then he has Hellish Blizzards instead of the Silverfang raids.
Hart, let us know if that fixed the audio. If I still sound quiet, and we can go ahead and continue. I'm wondering if this time around the purple
Judge illegally sleeved AP. Yeah, if you guys have ever been at a big event, you cannot have your AP in those little cases. Those cases do not count as sleeves.
Didn't DQ him. Hey, why
Not
you rule
DQ.
sharking, Wallace? Yo, chill. This ain't regionals, not yet. Chill. We do see the 3-1
You're good audio wise. Let's Caesar says so. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, 3-1 getting grabbed. So we could be seeing the 5-2 next turn. Play the 3-1 here. Set up the energy. We'll probably discard. We might actually play something on the front so we don't take any more damage because we just took 1 from this call-in.
That would be smart. Again, I hope that the purple code doesn't make the mistake last time of raiding over that C2. Energy management is a big thing. I think a lot of players need to understand with this game, because it is very important. Oh, we love sniping a 10K with. We love sniping a 10K.
100%. So now we final extend. Are we gonna final
Finaled,
extend
and
it again? We're just gonna put the pedal to the metal now. No Blizzard.
Go into the Blizzard raid. We love our early Blizzard raids. Hey,
draw
get the
two,
draw two.
bro. Draw two.
And then 3K damage. Honestly, it is deja vu. But this is what I mean, where like hopefully you guys will start to see that the pilot of the deck makes and breaks these, because this matchup is honestly close. It comes down to like close situations, which we saw in that last matchup. So curious to see how they pilot it going around a second time, especially since they have that forced block, right? They made the mistake last turn, our last game, of not going into that force block early and getting rid of that Blizzard when they could have. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do this time, because the last time they just dropped the 5-2 and blocked it. So how are you gonna control this tempo?
If only he had this beautiful Altar Hellas Blizzard I put on stream. Look at how beautiful this 2-star is.
Gorgeous. So we are going to see the push. We are going to see the C2 being cracked. We're going to play a another Colin. Play a 3-drop. Yep.
Is that the one that says you can't block stuff?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good.
Good.
I was going to say, I'm scared about the energy line. We're going for that 4 damage here. You go into the raid back
force
there.
block, yeah.
And then go into another double energy in the back. That way you don't brick yourself.
No, go into Gawain. He said, we're going 4 damage, bro. Boom. Kill it. We're putting you to 2.
How I feel about this.
What is it? I couldn't see. Oh, it's a final. Nothing.
Okay.
He said, oh, it's a color trigger. We're saved. We're not going to 2. Oh.
Good use of the C2. It is a good use of the C2. But I don't know if I would have pushed up the Gawain just because I'm scared of bricking. But we don't know what's in the player's hands. So, wow. We are in the driver's seat here, though. We are in the driver's seat. Now I don't feel so confident dropping the 5-2 Saitama right away, 2BH. Especially if I don't have a king.
At this point, no. 5-2 Saitama is a game closer, not a game like we are now. We need to clear the board because
here would be good.
Yeah, because he only has 2 cards in hand, so you're like, okay, if I clear your board, what's your clapback? You better top that good.
My clapback is the draw triggers you're about to see out of this life. What are we talking about?
Nah, I'm not swinging, bro. I'll starve you till I get a board build, bro. We vibing.
Searching for another 3-1 Saitama, I'm assuming?
No, because you have Saitama, you can just draw a card instead. So he's just going to take the draw.
Oh, I thought it was both, not one or the other.
Hell no. If it was both, broken.
Raid Blizzard.
That'd be fire because he could get back the final. Yeah, he could.
Yeah,
we could do some things.
And you get a draw 2 off of that too. I think he's gonna go for a removal here. It's telegraphing removal.
No, it's a telegraphing a Genos raid.
Okay. Raid with impact.
Special kill the Gawain.
Extend or removal. And yeah.
Oh, we can't go removal because we need 4 energy, so you would have to do it first.
The Genos isn't a. Oh, I thought that was a. Honestly, if the purple code is able to establish energy next turn.
I love just taking the draw off Genos. Yeah, taking a draw off the 2-drop is just good. It just lets you keep your hand so you don't go like negative playing it. Keep hand size. Take life, get another.
Gurren. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly, I have the life to spare. I take here.
Well, he has to
with
hope he
this
has
one.
the energy cards in hand. We have to hope these are zeros, ones, or twos, because if they're just more Gurins or big things, then he has nothing to
feel
do
like
if this board gets cleared.
I feel like you don't overextend there if you don't have the energy to rebuild, you know? I feel like we have at least one more zero drop to go to 3, and maybe we either have 2 zero drops in hand or another double energy and a 0.
It looks like we're putting the pressure back on. We're gonna go 4K impact then 10K because the 2K is not getting in because he has 2 4Ks.
Yeah, take 2 for sure.
Swing. Go.
Take this.
Color trigger. Nope.
Active
it is
trigger.
color. Is that active? I thought that was a color.
No, that's an active. It does nothing here.
Yeah, because we have a 10K, buddy. Hate to break it to you.
It
Hate to break it to you.
does nothing for
I'm
you.
gigantic. Die. Please don't hit a raid. Oh, 0. No!
That
No!
helps.
We gave him
That helps.
energy! We gave him
That helps.
energy! No!
Oh man, and he's sitting at 3 life here. So honestly, we establish energy. If we're able to get a double Gwaine here or a power 3K, better have Genos in hand. Honestly. And this is what I mean with like purple being so oppressive and understanding the matchups. I think after playing against yellow Saitama in that last matchup and seeing the mistakes that they did, he was able to adjust and be like, okay, if this is yellow Saitama, I just need to go. I can't let him windle me down, put me on a time clock. I just need to go. So we take the AP draw. We do have the other double energy there. Target your what? Your Colin, the 1-drop Colin can't be blocked by 2K or less.
I would target the 4K, so that way the 4K can only block the little guys, which he's going to block already. So you can't chump block the 4Ks. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, because you have Gawain plus now you have this. So you have technically 2 Gawains on the board now. You're like, cool, 4K you can't block the little guy, 4K you can't block the little guy.
I'm expecting him to block out anyways.
The crazy thing is like if the one Genos he has in hand is that see, this is the right way to do it because now it just hurts. Yeah, this dies. If he swings this, you'll block with this with the Hellish Blizzard to block a damage. Goes.
I would have swung the 2 4Ks instead. Right here. Active trigger gives him another.
Yeah, I would have swung the 4Ks first because they had unblockable, so they have to give you the Genos. Yikes. That's not what you want to see.
Ooh.
4K block, you have the Genos because you're reaching for your hand, so you telegraphed you have the Genos.
Yeah, 13. That early aggression really helped seal the deal for this game in the tempo. And now that he's back at 5 energy too, if we get a defensive raid, it's really gonna hurt. Really gonna hurt. You can't go to 1. Yeah, honestly, you could argue that you can't go to 2 against Gios. You don't want to be sitting at 2.
He said, I'm playing the namesake of the deck. If I'm gonna die, I'm dying on my turn.
Ditch, push up that 10K again.
Yeah.
Ditch.
Yeah, ditch. Yeah, make him die.
That
we die.
Checkmate, goes burr.
We know somebody will play the 4-up technique, bro.
Yeah.
He tells you you can't go to 4 life.
Is no one running 4-cost Saitama? People are.
Yeah, it's like a 2 of at most.
You see it at a 2 of. Yeah. A 2 of, not a 4
gonna die the way he lived. Yeah. 2 of is like the most we see people play it at.
Yeah, I don't think it's a thought here. I think you push. You push and you threaten game, right?
Oh, I go
back.
4 on both? You're wild, Walrus. I'm greedy. Yeah,
Is he ditching to give impact?
Yeah,
Ditch to
fuck.
give impact.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, well.
wait.
No,
what?
wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. No. Ditch something else. You're not living, buddy. I hate to break it to you. We're not living.
No. Oh no. Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, not like away. No.
Don't raid now. Don't raid now. There's no point in raiding. Yep. Oh man.
Hit him with the 10K. Give me another one.
Again. Oh man. Oh, no. You hate to see it.
Alexa, play Hello Darkness. Yeah, this is Hello Darkness, my old friend. It's all over. No.
Oh, the removal.
No,
Yep.
and he has it all. He has it all. Play the Genocide on top Saitama. I believe in you. Yeah, we have a chance. You don't have the out. You don't have the out. You don't have another one. Please don't have another one. That'd be crazy. You don't have it.
He's gonna go into the Gwain. Oh.
Force block? Sure. I have an impact negate. Yeah.
And then you go into the Gwain.
Sure. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Oh.
please, you're stupid. Block with the Genos.
No!
Yes, I tapped the Saitama. Yes, impact negate.
No!
Get out of here. We still die because we don't have enough blocks, but we got to do the thing. Final. I can't see what it is. Oh, it's a Genos. No.
Oh
no.
Oh my gosh.
And that's our winner, Alex, on the purple code Gias.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Almost got punished once again from sequencing.
That was wild. Like, could have gotten mad punished if that was a final. Could have gave the side, like, if the Saitama gets back to him there, it could be over right there if it got back to Saitama if there's a final.
And he top decked the 5-2 Saitama, so he would have had the Saitama impact.
Bro, all he needed, like, if Alex, why?
What a great set of games to close it out, honestly.
Like all I would have done was I would have just killed the Blizzard, not the
Blizzard
thing. Yeah, and then you just swing the 2 little guys you had, and you go, cool. You block with the Genos on one, I block, it doesn't kill you, and then I swing and poke your other life.
Again, viewers, chatters, if there's anything that you've learned today, okay? I know in the beginning this game was very luck sacky, life triggers, blah, 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 blah. As we continue to progress in this game with these decks, sequencing, piloting your deck, understanding the matchup is important. Sequencing. And it's only going to get worse too with these decks that can rebuild your board in an instant. If there's anything to take away from this game is gradually turning into a skill matchup, and it's exciting to see in real time.
100%. And, like, this is, like, all we can take away from that. Best of 3 for top 4 finals. Let's make it common. I definitely think it's something that I hope Bandai may look into in the future, especially when we've watched our last 2 Worlds. Not just this World, but Worlds last year, where literally the grand final is a player going, oh, I can't play the game. And it's over. And it's like, how is that our grand finals? How is that okay to be our grand finals?
Man, Madoka.
Nobody at Locals plays Genos, so I legit don't know what Genos does. That's okay, Alex. But now you know. Now you know.
Well, here's the thing, Alex.
And you can also ask your opponent. If you
don't know what the card does, ask your opponent, bro. Ask your opponent, because you're just making life harder for you. It's okay not to understand what every single card in the game does. There are some people Greg, who play off meta cards, Greg, and you don't understand what it is, Greg. So when you push up and they fast chop you on turn 2, so your stepper's gone, you're like, what is this? Fast chop? What does fast chop do?
Yeah,
so
definitely some people out there.
Ask.
It's always okay to ask, and I'm definitely excited to see where this goes. I'm definitely not next month. No, it would be next month. Next month would be the Bleach 2. So yeah. So hopefully we get another one of these. Yeah. And hopefully, no, Full Metal's not till like the end of July for us.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully when we do the next one, we get to see more, and then we'll get to see some SAO decks, see what people cooked up.
You're going to see a lot of blue SAO.
Keep in mind, I did tell you that we will be updating our tier list, myself, Anto, and T-Mac, as we are the ones who did the last one. And I want to keep that trend going as more sets come out, so that way you can get our opinions on where we think it is. We have games to play, so we can lab it. We'll try all the decks, so we have feedback. And then hopefully the next Eggman event, we get to do everything again and see more stuff down the pipeline, and see, hopefully not half of the tournament is all SAO decks or one punch decks again. Hopefully we get to see more spice. I really wanted to see like the red Garos do something. I wanted to see the purple Hunters do something. Like that, we had a lot of cool lists today, and sadly they ran into like one bad matchup, and then it ended up kicking us down.
Well, with that being said, in closing remarks and stuff like that, because I'm not sure how long Eggman wants us to be on here. I want to thank Eggman and Tyler for the opportunity to commentate the Eggman events tournament. Super grateful for all of those who do know who I am, and for UA as a whole. And I'm excited to see it grow, especially with our first competitive season coming up. If you guys are interested on more of what I do or Tyler does, stop by our channels, Lullaby Anto for me, and then Legit Vocals for Tyler. But once again, I think this was a very exciting matchup. I think this might have been the closest Eggman events tournament we've seen so far, because a lot of the past tournaments we saw people winning off of just like misplays, but this one was very close, very close.
Yeah, I definitely think we can see that the community is getting better as a whole. And Alex, I know you just said so many Green Hunters. If you think there's a lot of Green Hunters today, I'm gonna open your eyes real quick. There was two. There was 2 Green Hunter players. So if you played both of them, that's on you. I don't know. Yeah, you played the only 2 in the tournament, Alex. There was only 2, and you played them. A little spoiler there. There was 2 Green Hunter players, and you played both of them. I can't remember when OPM first came out, and people thought yellow was bad. I don't know who thought yellow was bad. The only thing I thought was bad was Hellish Blizzard Raid. I definitely said that, but that card was terrible. And then look at me. I put 500 games into the deck, and here we are. But all right, if you know the community Discord or stuff like that, always feel free to reach out to us. I'm not going to extend this out any longer. It was great seeing all of you, and if you ever want to reach us, our socials are mostly the same. You can reach us through the community Discords. You can reach us through Discord. You can reach us through Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. YouTube, I try to reply back to every comment or anything that happens. I appreciate everybody who dropped a follow today on Twitch, and everybody who dropped a subscribe on YouTube. Hope to do more of these in the future, and like I said, with these coming up weeks, I try to plan on streaming more, so you guys can see our testing, see what we talk about, see what we end up doing with stuff. And until then, guys, hopefully, can I get a oh yeah? Not today, Shasta. My voice is kind of shot. Oh, never mind. Anto got you. Anto got you.
Hope you guys enjoyed that tea break.
Yeah, but all right. You guys have a wonderful day, guys.
I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.